Yeah, there we go. Now they can probably hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream here on Buffalo SportsCenter. I am Don. With me today on this fine Wednesday evening is Cal. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. It's going to be a good game. Philly, bit of an Achilles heel for the Sabres last season, but Sabres got a chance to win two in a row for the first time this year, so let's do it.
Hell yeah. And the one big thing for the Sabres this year that they've been lacking for the most part is consistency. They're 4-5, have given up 27 goals, have scored 27 goals. So for the Sabres to win tonight, what do they have to do here?
You got to play like you did on Sunday. That was the old Sabres. That was the Sabres we know and love. That was the new Sabres as well. I mean, that is what they need to do. Fast paced, control the play. Stop doing that dump and chase nonsense. Control the puck. We saw in the losses so far this season, they've been dumping and chasing. They've been playing a little too defensive, which, don't get me wrong, they have to play more defensive than they have in years prior because that's one of their biggest issues. But you can't just give up on the offense entirely. And we saw a nice balanced game, had a good amount of offense, but also UPL didn't face that many shots and ended up getting a shutout because of it. He did make some nice saves, though. I don't want to discredit him there.
Yeah, especially in those first 5 minutes. It was nice to see UPO finally get his first career shutout. And after watching those first 5 minutes, I didn't think it was going to happen. Colorado was dominating the Sabres. But then JJ Peterka, he's been really good this year. Where has this come from?
Right? And he's honestly a little aggravating to watch, too, because I know he can handle the puck better than he has. You see him in all of these videos doing, like, the nice stick handling moves and all that. He's just got to keep shooting the puck like he is. Puck's going in for him, but control the puck a little more. I want to see some nice moves from him. It seems like he's a little timid to go all the way on his game.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Sabres, they will be starting Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the second straight game. He did play against the New Jersey Devils last week. I didn't watch that game. Cal, did you watch that Sabres-Devils game?
I did. That was one of the games I did get to see so far this season. And that one was kind of tough, right? I mean, close game. The Sabres battled all the way back. That third period, nothing was going their way. The referees did not help them whatsoever. I hate to blame the refs, but it's the NHL. The refs are always to blame in every single game. But with that being said, Dylan Cousins got that goal in the beginning of the third, and it seemed like maybe we were going to be able to squeak out a point. And then, of course, we get scored on like right after. But It's another learning lesson. The Devils are, one of the best teams in the league. How about Jack Hughes? I don't mean to get off topic here. We got the Flyers tonight, but he's been lights out for them so far this year.
I know. He's been absolutely insane. I think he's got, 19 points now and only
Something
8
like
games
that,
or something crazy like that. You'd expect to see that from McDavid and Draisaitl and maybe Matthews, but, Jack Hughes has been on another level this year, and he probably played his worst game against the Sabres.
Yeah, he wasn't really that much of a top player in that game. And you look at Jack Hughes, and it's not really the opportunities, because you go deep into analytics, expected goals for, and all that. He's not too high on there. His execution rate is just through the roof. He is putting up top level points, and that Devils team is going to be something to watch throughout the whole season because they have a lot of good players. But back to the Flyers. The Flyers play an interesting style of gameplay. They're not the fastest group, but they're also not that gritty defensive team that they were last year. Mm-hmm. They've kind of transitioned into an in-between team, and it'll be really interesting to see how it plays out for them this year.
Yeah,
the Sabres should still be faster than them. The Sabres got to use that to their advantage tonight. Play the quick game, especially playing them again next game Friday at home. You can't get too chippy with them tonight, and if you do, you can't let it affect you the next game, because whoever ends up losing this game is going to try to get chippy. That's going to be the main thing this game, because the best way to transition into the next game is to get the other team worrying about hits, fights, all that. We saw in the Sabres-Ottawa game, the Sabres had that game won, and Ottawa got a little chippy with the Sabres. The Sabres got distracted. That one almost cost them some points. So
yeah, that was a little tricky game, but I thought, despite that narrow scoreline, Sabres were dominating Ottawa. That was a great game, and it's really frustrating to see, because in all the 4 wins that the Sabres have had, they're all been clear Sabres wins. There is no dispute as to who should have won that game, because the eventual who should have won did win. And then with these losses, you look at especially games like the Calgary Flames game or the Devils game or the Montreal game. These were winnable games for the Sabres against not so great opponents.
Yeah, I think the only true loss this year was that first one against the Rangers. That was an abomination.
Yeah.
One team came to play, one team didn't. It was clear from the start. The other games, the Sabres have been in it. Again, that Devils game, the third period, they didn't really bring any juice. I think they had like 3 shots for the longest time, one of them being a goal. But the Sabres just gotta, believe. I think they got a little worked up to start the season. I know everyone's expecting playoffs, especially the players. They've all said it. They all know that's the expectation.
Yeah.
I think they got a little ahead of themselves. I think they got to settle it down a little bit, go back to that mindset they had at the end of last season. They got to win at all costs. Every game matters. I think they know that too. So it was good to see Sunday, a game kind of like last season, where they could get back into a rhythm. So we'll see what happens today as they walk into the circle.
Absolutely. This is going to be a very interesting game here for the Sabres. They need to find some consistency. They haven't won in back-to-back games yet this year. Every time they've won, they followed it up with a loss. Hopefully that trend is bucked here tonight, but of course, as I mentioned already, the starting goalie here for tonight's game, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, UPL is back off the back of a great shutout against Colorado Avalanche, and then on the other end, it's a guy that the Sabres were linked heavily with in the summer, Carter Hart. He started the season off really well for the Flyers. Let's see what goes on tonight. Jeff Skinner, he's been really good so far this year for the Sabres. Our top goal scorer, Rasmus Dahlin, fantastic. The Sabres team, they're almost there. You feel like they're knocking at the door. They're nearly there, and maybe we'll see that happen tonight where they put in another complete effort. But both teams leaning into the face-off circle right at the beginning here of this first period, and we are off. As Travis Sanheim, Philly, they've been pretty solid this year. Got off to a fast start, but have kind of trickled and flamed out a little bit in these last couple games. They'll be hungry. And they start off with it in the far corner there. Joel Farabee, he's usually a Buffalo killer here. Skinner trying to get it out. Kept it at the point. Tipped just wide by Tippett. And the Sabres again trying to get it out. It leaks down into the corner there. There's Bobby Brink behind the net for Farabee. Shovels it along to the far corner. Sanheim gets it loose at the wall. Sabres can come back the other way now. Here's Peterka. Peterka going into, you're way ahead of us. Are you serious? How far ahead? Oh, wow. My thing, yeah, it's just updated. My max went from 1950 to 1910, just like that. As Joel Farabee coming back in a makeshift 2-on-1, passes it across, and it's tipped into the back of the net. Weird bounce there against UPL. And, well, you know what? There goes that shutout.
Yeah, that was a rough play there. Kind of an unlucky bounce, but that's what it is. That's early. Sabres still have plenty of time to come back from that one, but things like that. Again, how many times have we seen the Sabres put it in their own net accidentally?
I know. Is it going to be one of those nights? It goes right off the skate of Henry Jokiharju into the back of the net. UPL, yeah, what can he really do about that one? It's just kind of a weird, unlucky bounce. Should never have gone in the first place, but yeah, that was funny. Sawyer, right as he says, he's way ahead of us. Cal, how far are you ahead of me too?
Quite a bit I was, but now that you caught up a little bit, I will be still a little ahead, but not too bad.
Yeah, because the Sabres just caught possession back of the puck. Jokiharju in his own zone, spins it out, gets it to the neutral zone. Am I still behind you?
Yeah, I'm at 1832.
Oh, I'm 8 seconds behind. Thanks, streaming. Okay. Thank you, streaming. I love that. Love that for you. As the Sabres bounce this one down the ice, it's going to come back for an icing. Yeah, I don't know what. Can I get a little juice forward? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why I was buffering behind. Yeah, they're leaning into the face-off circle here. A bunch of people going in early on it. Yeah. Oh, Sabres. We can never do this, man. And it's unlucky too. You're still a little ahead. Yeah, well, I'm doing off streaming, off Max, so that's generally a little bit behind your cable and satellite providers. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit, but it's only like 4 seconds ahead, I think, now because I updated it. Sabres win the face-off. Try to clear it. They can't. Now they will settle it down in their own zone. And, Henry Jokiharju, Cal, I think he's had a pretty solid start to the year, despite that own goal.
He sure has. I'd say he's probably the number 3 best defenseman on the team right now, which is a little scary to think about because he was not good last year. But no, he's definitely improved his game this year. He looks pretty solid as we look at John Tortorella behind the bench from the MSG feed. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Interesting
to see him as a Flyer in the second season.
High shot there from the point. Glances the shoulder of UPL. Eric Johnson can skate this one out of the zone now. Gets it to center ice now. Flyers will settle it down in their own zone. The Sabres have yet to play in the offensive zone here for the Flyers. Maybe that'll change as the Flyers ice the puck. And there's Don Granato, Meatball, Donnie Meatballs. And I'm kind of glad that he finally has gotten away from playing Victor Olofsson every night. Good Lord.
Yeah, you can't set him for guys like Joe, who are just so effective in every aspect of the game. Brandon Byro, kind of a surprise to play tonight, but that's obviously temporary as they wait for Savoy and also as they kind of finesse the system, putting Benson on the injured list.
Here's Krebs from behind the net after the face-off win. Samuelson from the point. That shot just got redirected by Gergen since it goes wide. Flyers can skate this one out, and they just dump it into the Sabres zone. UPL from behind his own net stops this puck. Sabres can come back now with Dahlin. Dahlin, he's been really good this year. Sends it out wide to Kyle Slow Poso. He gets it along the boards, down deep into the zone. Krebs there. Some help from Gergensen. They whack it to the far side. Dahlin makes moves along the boards. He just shovels it down low. And Scott Lawton sends it right in front of the net. Kyle Poso couldn't get to it. Bounces to the far boards. Delorier is there. Sabres legend right there. Nick Delorier.
Nick.
Gets it loose to Cam York. He tries to spring Sanheim up ice. Picked off by the Sabres, and they're trying to come back now. Here's Peterka with speed. To the outside. He takes the shot and deflects off the skate of Cam York and into the netting. Goes out of play.
Yeah, good chance there from the Sabres, but unfortunately did not pan out.
No, it did not. Peterka, he's got 4 goals already this year in 9 games. Better than he did last year. I'd love to see him continue to go now. Juan, you think Henry is bad? I mean, this year he hasn't been really that bad.
Not this year, in prior years for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. This is definitely a surprise here in the early part of this year. Sabres win another face-off. It bounces right in front of the net after some puck battling, but now Farabee can skate away with it on a makeshift 3-on-2. Sends it cross ice. It kind of bounces off a skate out of the zone. The Sabres now may have some men going back the other way. It's touched along. Middlestat. Inside he scores! KC Middlestat. Knocks it in.
Middlestat, Mo's 3rd goal this season. Talk about a guy who's been on fire. Casey Middlestat, second half of last year, and it's continued this year. The play almost looked offsides there, close, but definitely not. So that'll be a good goal for sure. And it's good to see Peterka get another point there too. And like I said, that Flyers goal was so early. Sabres had plenty of time, and they evened it up.
Plenty of time. That's Middlestat's 3rd of the year. He's been, I think, the Sabres' best consistent forward so far. Him, and the biggest surprise, I think, so far through almost nearly 10 games, Jordan Greenway. Where does he come from? He's been solid.
A great penalty killer, too. I mean, the Sabres' penalty kill has been great this year so far. Tage Thompson and Greenway, just those long reaches, breaking up the passes. It's been good.
Yeah. And Sabres, they won another face-off there. So far, it's a good night so far for face-offs. And here's Byro, his first touch. Is this his first game in the NHL as he makes a terrible pass? He makes
I think he's had games before in the NHL. I'm not quite sure though.
Yeah, that's a hand pass from the Flyers. They can't touch that one up. Yep, and we're gonna have a little stoppage of play. But yeah, Cal, how were you far ahead with that Middlestat goal? You're
just a little bit. Where I think I got it pretty good.
I saw you smirk a little bit when that rush started to happen. I was like, oh, something good is about to happen here. Yeah. When Cal starts.
Yeah, Byro played 1 game in 21-22 with us.
Do not remember that, but yeah, that wasn't the greatest shift. That back pass was a little rough, but. Good to see him starting to get more opportunities. He almost made the team had it not been for Sabres carrying 3 goalies for some stupid reason again.
Yeah.
The Sabres break it out of the zone here. Cousins with speed through center. He tips it out wide for Tuck. Tuck, oh, he gets a shot off. That's glanced off the blocker of Carter Hart. Goes to the far corner there for Jacob Bryson, who, I may add, had a solid game on Sunday against all odds.
Was not bad.
He was not bad. We'll take that. Flyers having some difficulties playing out of their own end. They finally do here, and Cam York can go back up ice. York, it looks like he was being held onto. Is there going to be a call here against the Sabres? Nope, no call. As the Flyers work their way into the Sabres zone, they send that pass to the front of the net. Glances off the skate of Bryson. Now he plays it out of play. And that faceoff is going to be hanging up and still in the Sabres end. Yeah, the Bills signed Leonard Fournette. Cal, that was a solid signing, I think, for the Sabres.
Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong. Super cheap.
Yeah.
Practice squad. Can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Also, big move to get Rasul Douglas.
Yep. You guys didn't hear. We'll talk a little bit about that at halftime. I didn't make a video about it because there's only one trade. If there were multiple, then I would talk about it. But in like, 10 seconds? Be like, oh, yeah, Bills got Rasul Douglas.
Yeah.
Nice. Although not all of Bill's Twitter was very happy about it for some strange reason. Real Deal Prime, what's going on, man? Oh, Flyers turn it over in front of the net. Krebs sends it to the point. Jokiharju gets a shot off. It's still loose in front. Krebs trying to get to the rebound. He can't. He whacks it back, though. Back to Power. Power to Jokiharju. Winds a slapper towards the net. I think it went off the crossbar, and now Carter Hart is slow to get up after that play. It looks like little...
Poso might have landed on him there, and then he also took a shot, and...
Let's see here on the replay.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a lower body injury, it looks like. I don't know if he's just kind of sore.
Yeah, it looks like when Poso landed on him after that first shot from Jokiharju. And now, I mean, Carter Hart, he's now getting back up. He shakes his head. He's going to try to play through it, but it looks like something on his, maybe his left leg there in the groin area.
Yeah, and it looks like from the behind the net cam I just got on the MSG feed that it didn't look too bad when Poso landed on him. Didn't look too awkward of a fall, so should be okay.
Looks like he was just I don't really know. I mean, you never know with these goalies because I've seen some weird injuries where they can't really I don't know, their groin area, their leg area is just strange.
You look at Commer's injury the other night.
That was a tough one for the Sabres because I thought Comrie's been playing good so far this year.
Oh yeah. All three goalies have been okay, and I think Levi might be the worst so far, but hoping that changes. Yeah.
Oh, and Sabres got some space on the far side. It was Skinner with a slapper. Rebound goes to the middle of the ice for Peterka. He sends this one below the goal line, and no, not anymore. Flyers get it clear, but only as far as the blue line before the Sabres come right back in again with some speed. To the back post! Middlestad's pass for Peterka just outside of his reach. Goes to the far boards before the Flyers again deflected out of the zone. And here is Dahlin once more. Dahlin, seeing that his teammates are making some line changes. What happened on the UPL one shot on goal? Oh, it was a 2-on-1. Farabee's pass deflected off Jokiharju's stick and over UPL and into the net. Very fluky goal. But right now, the Sabres have the shot advantage 5-1. So they are definitely dominating that aspect. As Cam Atkinson, the veteran, sends a shot towards the net, deflects wide. Power from behind his own net finds Tage Thompson. And Thompson's going to look to spring the breakout now. Thompson dancing a little bit in his own zone. Finally does. Trying to feed Byro along the near side. He can't do that. Jokiharju now gave up the own goal. The only shot for the Flyers here. It's the Sabres again trying to go through center. Byro springed into the offensive zone. Finds Tage Thompson into the middle. Oh, there's a quick shot. It looks like it was blocked. Nearly the first point there for Brandon Byro as he found Tage Thompson on a great heads-up play. But here's Dahlin now after that clearance. Gives it to Samuelsson. He knocks this one into the Flyers zone. And looks like TNT has just wiped away a shot on goal from the board. So that's cute. That makes a whole lot of sense. Right as the Sabres take a shot, they send one off the board. I think someone got sticky hands over there. But the Flyers, again, try to break this one out. Goes all the way down the ice. I think it went through the legs of the defenseman, so no icing here for Philly. Sabres coming back again. Tuck on the near side. Mitz is a keeper. Yeah, I was thinking of making a video soon because if you're the Sabres, you really should be thinking about extending Casey Middlestat right now. He's just been so good. Every time he scores a goal, his price just keeps on ticking up. As the Flyers, they can go back the other way. Oh, Nick Deslauriers just took a weird check there from Alex Tuck. Almost saw his head bounce onto that little corner of the glass there. As the Sabres retake possession in their own zone. Deslauriers, nice check there. And the Sabres tip it out. Olofsson, a scratch trade piece for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Tuck trying to feed.
Should have been down already, that's for sure.
Facts. For real. Sabres, heavy forecheck here. Still can't get to the puck as the Flyers lift this one out to the center ice. Jokiharju looking far side there. Here's a long-range effort that goes wide from Girgensons. Rebound turned over by Krebs, and now the Flyers can go the other way. Here's Joel Farabee. Farabee takes a shot from behind as he makes the play down low. Gives it to his teammate Noah Cates. Cates from behind his own net. Still trying to get this one out in front. Getting blocked off there by Owen Power. Eventually, Krebs comes back into the play. Gives it to Kyle Pelso, who's going to bounce this one behind the net to Jokiharju and get this one out of the zone. Oh, but we got a turnover. Nearly turned into a makeshift breakaway there. There's a turnaround slapper from Farabee. He's already got one tonight, a fluky one, maybe two. Not happening there, though, as he gets it again down low. Centering attempt there from the Flyers, but the Sabres pick this one off and will finally get this down the ice. I think this still, despite that last shift, it's been a good start here from the Sabres.
Oh, they're by far the best team on the ice right now. Just keep using that speed. You are outskating them.
Here's Skinner. He's got space. He walks in, and he scores. Oh, that's too easy for Jeffy Boy. He keeps doing it against Philly. He just can't stop.
Yeah, that is horrible defense from the Flyers. You got a 4-on-3, 5-on-3 coming back the other way. And they just give Skinner the middle. You cannot do that with a guy like Skinner. He's got such a great shot. 6th goal of the year. He continues to be red hot. Huge goal for Jeff Skinner. Huge goal.
Absolutely. I mean, we were talking about the Sabres being the better team, and that whole play started from the speed.
Oh, boy.
What are we going to get?
It might be challenging. I think we're challenging for offsides. Yep.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah, it looked awkward.
But Turka dropped it back.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't shown a replay yet here for TNT. They're talking about it, but haven't gotten a challenge yet. Yeah, you're right. Referees over at the bench there. Maybe going for offsides here. Still haven't seen the replay. Inglorious. I don't know. You're on MSG. I'm on TNT. Have they shown you guys the replay yet? Yeah, they're
just showing one now. And again, biggest thing about these is you cannot.
Yeah, that's offsides.
From the overhead angle they just showed, you cannot tell.
TNT just showed an angle right down the blue line, and it looks like Peterka had the blade of his skate down. That's it, and as he crosses off the blue line, it looks like this goal's coming back.
Jeez, that's the one thing about those odd man rushes is you have to get over the blue line before you start messing around. And yeah, that looks clear as day offsides from that angle.
Yeah, I'm already going to take it off the board here. That looks to be offsides. Now, is that puck in the air though? Does that maybe change?
I don't know.
Wait a minute, they're going to give it. They just showed. Okay, now the referees are coming out to make their decision. Yeah, I'm expecting this to come back.
I agree.
No goal.
No goal.
Yeah, Peterka was offsides as he went across the blue line there. Went a half a second too early. Had the puck on his stick. And yeah, you're right. If you're Peterka, you got to be a little more cognizant of where you are on the ice because those are easy plays, and that play came out of nowhere, by the way. But that was a perfect example. The Sabres got to use their speed through the middle of the ice, and they got to try to dictate this game a little bit. Because right now, the Flyers are wide open through the the neutral zone. Oh, and this is Sabres give it away in their own zone. Here comes Tippett, throws that one towards the front of the net. Batted away by UPL. Another shot from the point, blocked there by the Sabres, and they can come back a little bit now. Tage making some moves at his own blue line. Still going through the center of the ice. Sabres coming across the blue line. That's definitely onside this time. Sabres in the corner here with Greenway. Greenway throwing this one to the net. Nice stop there by Hart. Thompson sends it one out front. Byro scores! A play later. Brandon Byro.
Getting cross-checked from behind. What a pass by Thompson. Like double coverage. Byro trips into the net. Great shot there. And what do you know? Lucas Rusek's first game last year gets a goal. Brandon Byro's first game this year gets a goal.
Thompson from below the goal line. The pass actually went off the stick of Carter Hart right into the path of Brandon Byro, and that's his first NHL goal in his second game, first of the season. Hey, you like to see it.
Wow. Brandon
Byro, power forward there. This whole line actually are a bunch of power forwards.
Yeah, the Sabres ticked after that offside call. They immediately won that face-off, and Thompson just went to work. Greenway again, to using his puck control skills, his big body to move the puck around there, and immediately got in the zone, and they look destined for a goal, and that one's going to count.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Carter Hart being talked to again by the medical trainers. They may be getting ready for a goalie change here on the Philly bench because the trainer, again, for the second time here tonight, talking to Carter Hart a little bit. Byro did beat him, and yeah, it looks like Carter Hart's going to be
they're switching.
Looks like they're...
Which is huge news, too, because the Sabres, like I said earlier, play Philadelphia at home Friday in their next game. So Carter Hart potentially unable to play that one as well, depending on how severe the injury is.
He's going to leave this one. And on the goal, it bounced to his far side. He tried to stretch out his leg. Byro was able to curl the puck around it. And that's the same leg, the same lower body area where Carter Hart was kind of looking at earlier. But now here comes Samuel Urson, the backup. Not
really bad stats. Yeah. Really bad stats.
Hey, he wins hockey games. That's what those stats told me. He's 6-3, and he wins games. And now looks like John Tortorella. Did he call timeout, or is this just because of the goalie change?
I think it's just because the goalie change. Obviously, you got to give him a little bit of time to stretch up a little bit there, because that's got to be the hardest thing for a player. A backup goalie coming into a game cold. Probably a little better it happens now in the first period than, in the third period when you've been sitting around forever. But again, the Sabres, like they always say, you got to pepper the goalie in these situations, get shots on net.
Yeah. And it looks like right now the Sabres are in total control of this game. Despite the scoreline being 2-1, it could easily be 3-1 right now.
Keep using that speed. Keep moving your feet, because that is how you're going to beat this team.
Here's Dahlin out of his own zone. Finds Cousins. Cousins through the middle of the ice. Tried to have a teammate tip that one any further. Couldn't. Konechny now for the Flyers sends this one into the Sabre zone. It goes in deep. Nice forecheck there, but neither of the Flyer players can get there. Morgan Frost that time. He actually sent a puck towards the net. Rebound goes to Cam York on the far boards. He sends this one in front of the net, still there. Cousins trying to battle away at it. Sabres got to lift some sticks. They do, and they now get it out of the zone. Lift this one to center ice, and look at that forecheck there from Tyson Jost, causing a turnover there. Tuck now along the blue lines. Sends this one to the near side. Johnson throws a puck towards the net. It goes high and just wide. Rebound. Oh, and is that going to be a delay of game there against the Flyers? They just sent this one out of play. It's going to come back into their own zone. Maybe they're going to say, actually, the clearance went off the skate of Tuck or deflected off of him. But, they're going to go to a commercial break. But story of that first period, Brandon Byro. Who else but him in his first game? Oh, yeah. That's really...
that's huge for him, too, because, again, this is his one opportunity, because you got Savoy coming up. You got a plethora of guys on the Amherst chomping at the bit. Yuri Kulik. So many guys down in Rochester. And then you got a guy like Zach Benson who's fighting for his life up here, because once you send him back to the WHL, I highly doubt you call him back up.
Yeah.
So Byro has to fight with a lot of guys. But, hey, if he wants to pop off in these next few games and, earn his full-time spot, that'd be cool.
Absolutely.
And again, a guy like Peyton Krebs, who struggled so far this year, maybe his spot is in jeopardy. A guy like Olofsson probably won't see the ice anymore. Tyson Jost, huge goal for him Sunday, but he, has been kind of substituting out with these guys that have been healthy scratches. So it's going to be tough to make this team, especially next year, but we got a lot of decisions this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone expected Savoy to get injured, and now you have this decision to make, because let's be real, I don't think anyone really had Savoy playing NHL games right away this season. But now he's going to have, you're going to have to make the decision with him. And he's had a little bit of a tryout with the Amherst, and he's looked good. So we'll see what they decide to do, but there's a lot of finagling Kevin Adams is going to have to do.
Well, Real Deal Prime makes a good point in the chat, too, about Brandon Biro. He says that Brandon Biro is our most experienced call-up. So, and he's absolutely right. He's been in the Amherst for, 3 years now? 4 years? It's been a long time. And, that's cool. TNT playing the Mayday clip. Remember RJ?
Yeah, RJ.
But, yeah, Biro is our most experienced call-up. So, I mean, in terms of that, looking at the other guys, you mentioned Kulik. Isak Rosayan, I heard, is having a really good camp. Kisakov has been solid at times. Ryan Johnson, too. I was surprised he didn't even move the Sabres out of camp. But, it's been a pretty good stuff. For the Sabres, at least, as they Flyers ice the ice. Or ice that puck. Pinnacle Studio says, I'm having a yap with your brother right now, Mr. McTighe.
Interesting. I don't know. Thank you for joining.
Kyle, it looks like you may have someone else in your house right now. I think you got a home invader.
There might be. I mean, we're down here in the studio right now. Again, we're gonna have to do a studio tour again because we've made some slight upgrades.
But there's another shot thrown towards the net by Jokiar, who just missed the tip there. Gergensons did, right into the catching glove there of Samerson. But Cal, I'm just telling you guys, he's got a very high-tech studio going on down there.
Yeah.
Some high-tech equipment too. Look, I mean, his green screen is amazing.
You could probably run like an ESPN feature down here, and like you wouldn't know.
Well, I thought they did.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Yeah, I mean, ESPN, they have constantly reached out to me, both me and Cal, and asking if they could use our studios and our equipment. It's like, of course. And
we're leading the way.
We are.
Innovation.
We are leading the way in YouTube innovation here on Buffalo SportsCenter. That's why you guys should subscribe, as the Flyers are working in around the Sabres end. Delorier again behind the net, battling away there. There's Garnet Hathaway and there's Scott Lawton, two vets. Or actually, all three of them are vets. Puck goes to the side of the net. UPL can't cover. It goes to the point. Now Sanheim takes a shot. It's a flex on goal. Blocked, though, in front by Power. Krebs picks up the rebound. Skates it around. Now he finds Oposo going up ice. Oposo makes this one off the boards. Gergensons, no idea where the hell that puck had bounced off to. Eventually, it goes to the stick there of this Flyers defenseman, who makes a nice move. Continuing on now, takes the long-range shot. UPO didn't know where that puck had landed, but it actually went to the corner with Dahlin. And Dahlin trying to slow things down a little bit, sends this puck through the middle of the ice. Skinner couldn't handle it, and now it's taken away there by Nick Seeler for the Flyers. Seeler looks cross-ice, finds his man. Tyson Forster, now to tip it. Tippett sent that one towards the net, looking for the tip. Couldn't get it. And now the Sabres looking for the breakout pass. Skinner was off, but the Flyers intercept it, and they can come back again. It's a long-range effort from Sean Couturier. And that's one player I totally have forgotten about, Couturier.
Right, Sean Couturier.
Remember when he was insane? Him and...
yeah.
There was him, and there was Jakub Voracek. Those guys were popping off a long time ago. That pass almost bounced weirdly in front of the net. Flyers able to work it out somehow, and they send this one down the ice. Not far enough for an icing, though. But so Eric Johnson can touch up on it. Bob Knight.
How about Eric Johnson this season, too? He's been a very pleasant surprise. I didn't know if he had enough left in the tank to be a consistent contributor on this team, but he seems like a rock back there. Again, you can tell he's a little slow.
Sorry, Cal. Thompson just made a crazy spin move there. That was insane. Yeah.
Almost.
Truth talking about it. Biro looks like he's finally settled in here a little bit, as we got 18 people. Folks, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We are at 1947. Would love to get to 1950 here tonight. Halfway to our eventual goal of 2,000. It's getting there. We're getting there.
We're close.
Closing in on it. So yeah, folks, every subscription really matters, and we really appreciate it. The Flyers coming back away here. get to the Sabres blue line before turning the puck over. Now Jokiharju can skate out with it. He drops it back to Tage Thompson, who kind of had trouble handling that, and the Flyers can go back on a 2-on-1 maybe. There's a quick shot. Oh, it hits the outside of the post. I think UPL may have gotten a piece of that one, but it almost trickles in. Flyers again, working their way, cycling. Konechny, his shot blocked there by Thompson as he shakes his head, going to the bench. And Tuck avoids the massive check there by Konechny. Flyers can come back the other way again with Forster. Tyson Forster loses the puck along the near boards. Cousins can take it away now, going through center, chipping this one into the far corner there. Goes to the far boards, stepping off the wall to the front of the net, looking for Cousins. He couldn't get a shot off. Now Dahlin, leaking down from the point, gets it to Cousins on the backhand with some heavy pressure in his face. Just sends it one behind the net for Tuck. He wraps this around behind the net. Couldn't get it to go. Cousins now with the rebound. Shovels this to the point. Samuelson's shot just goes about wide. And now the Flyers can chip this one out of the zone. Sabres retaken. They're going to try to go for max pressure again. 2K is on the way. You're right, Truth. I love Truth because you know what they say? Only the truth. I know. Great dad joke right there. Centering pass. Shot easily patted away there by UPL. Goes behind the net. Dahlin couldn't handle that one. Gergensons will, though, in the far corner. Gets this one. Yeah, that's offsides. But the Sabres can come back now. Maybe they get some odd man breaks to the front of the ice. So look, Poso's shot was blocked there. The defenseman is slow getting up. That's Belpedio. And now he actually clears it. Sabres knock this one back into the zone. Sanheim is there. Chips this one off the boards, out of the zone. Deloria on the backhander chips this one deep into the Sabres end, around behind the net of Luukkonen, and the Sabres again take it forward. Poso now trying to look cross ice. He had some men. Skinner, if he just could make that pass a little stronger, had a guy wide open. And now the Flyers going back the other way, tipped on goal, and they score.
Cam Atkinson, and again another fluky goal. Tipped up corner on UPL. And again, UPL, a lot of people say, he continuously gets kind of funky goals scored against him, but
it's never his fault. It's never his fault.
2 let up here already in this game.
2 goals that probably shouldn't have happened. And this score is definitely not at all consistent with how the two teams have played here. These are crappy goals that the Sabres are giving up. That's really wrong.
That's unlucky, too. Middlestat got his stick there, just not enough, though, and then Bryson couldn't close out his guy. And, it's a tough sequence, but again, it's an odd man rush, so puck ends up near the net and anything can happen. But the Sabres got to keep using speed. All of a sudden, they started to slow down there, and the Flyers were able to get some zone time. Just keep using your speed to your advantage.
Yeah. Sabres really need to get going here a little bit more, Tony. Yeah, Mega Forehead knows there is pain on the way. I do. You're right. I totally do. As the Sabres stick handle with it a little bit. Greenway through the middle of the ice. It goes to the far side. Still loose in the neutral zone. Kind of sloppy play at the moment. Tage trying to generate some space for himself and get forward, but he can't. The Flyers can come back the other way now. Up the far side, but that's quickly taken back. The Sabres really need to score 6 tonight. It's looking like that kind of night again from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Saves are at a luxury here, folks. As Jokiharju holds on to this one a little bit. My little lamp here, the light bulb is flickering a little bit. That may not be good. Here's Middlestat. Oh, nice pass through the middle. Skinner fakes the shot. Still has the puck on his stick. Sends it towards the front of the net. Misses the target, though. Samuelson does a nice job to keep it alive, though, down low. As does Middlestat. Middlestat to Skinner. Back post. Shots! Stopped by Urson. Peterka that time. Another great opportunity. And this line has been buzzing here tonight. Flyers send this one down the ice. Not far enough or fast enough for an icing. Sabres are going to have to skate back with it here a little bit. Dahlin up the far side. Throws this one into the zone again. Goes to the near side boards. And there is Samuelson across ice, inside from Dahlin. Skinner trying to make a move in the middle of the ice. He can't get by the defenseman, though. Belpedio, and he will clear the zone again. Peterka looking through the middle. That's a great pass. Finds Dahlin. Dahlin again trying to go back towards the middle against the grain. couldn't find it, and Samuelson just got dogged there in the corner, and now the Flyers may have a 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-1 going the other way. Delorier, no! He missed the net! Oh, and he has another opportunity. Belpedio, what a stop by UPO! Oh, he made a play there. Finally, we get a save. Here's at the near side boards. Lawton to the front of the net. That one misses everyone in the crease. Skinner on the backhander there. Gets his one to the near side corner, and now the Sabres once again can chip this one out of the zone. I know. Can't let them play close as the Flyers tip another one on towards the net. Yeah, UPO, good save. Mitz makes anyone look good. 2 snipers on each side. Facts for real. But don't let him play on defense there. He obviously had no idea what he was doing on that 2-on-1. But Delorier with a glorious opportunity coming in. Nearly made it 3-2 Flyers.
Yeah, I mean, the Sabres have, they've slowed down their feet a little bit. They had a good play there. And then Samuelson just blown up. Unexpected, led to that 2-on-1, and Delorier slipped a little bit. UPL in good position, though. He did, that's the one thing UPL does do well, is he can definitely spread his pads out. He's a lengthy guy, so he covers the net pretty well.
Yeah.
But, his main issue is tracking, and especially breakaways. Really bad at breakaways, but the 2-on-1s he is okay with. So good coverage there.
Yeah.
And then gets that lucky bounce there to cover it, because the Sabres desperately needed a change. Dahlin was out there for quite a while. You could tell him that 2-on-1 when he was slugging back, he had nothing left in the tank.
For real, yeah, he was struggling on that shift, and this is such a weird game so far. It's 2-2, and it feels like Sabres are 4-1 at the moment. And
right.
It's just 2 chances for the Flyers that they've converted, and it was a good finish by Cam Atkinson, but once again, that first goal should never have happened. If you're a Sabres.
Yeah, definitely not. No power plays yet either. No special teams, which is probably a good thing for the Sabres, because their power play has been nothing but horrid so far this year.
It's been really bad for the Sabres. Isn't it so frustrating? Last year, the Sabres power play, one of the best in the league, and the penalty kill, terrible. This year, penalty kill, phenomenal. Power play, terrible. Like, you can't get...
Which is, it's good to have a good penalty kill, but with the amount of talent you have on that first power play group, you got to get it together. Something's got to change. It's just so stagnant, so slow, and that second unit can't even get anything going.
Definitely Don feels down bad at the moment. Am I down bad? I'm down bad for a goal. I want a goal desperately. I want a goal. I want to see the Sabres win on stream. What was the last time the Sabres won on stream?
It's been a while.
So I don't think any of the games we've streamed thus far this year they've won. So I just want to see the Sabres win on stream. That is all I need. As Tippett kind of mishandles the puck at the blue line, Sabres can slowly come back the other way. Cousins trying to get through the middle of the ice. He can't. And now the Flyers again, 2-on-1. Power stretches out, sends his one towards the front of the net, and that's a great play. Defensive play from Owen Power to make sure. Oh, that may not be over, though. Let me hold my thought for a second. Now maybe. There we go. Sabres can come back a little bit. They tip this one backhanded into the far corner there. Again, along the blue line, Flyers just kind of whack it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call.
Yeah. With
36 seconds to go. He's improved, but he's not NHL caliber. I would agree with you, Juan, about UPL. I just... He had that shutout, which kind of inflated his stats, and now everyone's like, oh, maybe UPL's a good goalie, but he's just never been that consistent.
Yeah, that's been the main issue with him, right? He's had a couple of good games. He had that West Coast trip last season where he balled out, won us a few games, especially against Colorado last year. And it was kind of that same UPL that we saw on Sunday, where he just kind of made the simple saves and, had good rebound control, but has not been the same so far this game.
Absolutely not. Here's Samuelson. Yeah, we're getting outshot right now, 9-7. I'll put that little thing up at the intermission. Sabres again trying to get through center here. Can't really do so. They just kind of bank it off the boards. It goes down the ice, and that's a very cheap icing to give away there if you're that fourth line.
Yeah, that's just dumb, to be honest. I mean, Dahlin just spins and throws it away. This fourth line, that's going to be the bad matchup for the Sabres this game, because they don't have a lot of speed, and quite frankly, they're not really that good in front of the net either. Gergensons and Okposo getting a little older. So that line's going to have to win this game and win their shifts with face-offs.
Face-off, won there by the Flyers. Sealer at the point, inside for Konechny, tries to spin it out wide again, and that's a great diving effort there from Zemgus Girgensons. Just gets it outside the zone. Flyers, one last opportunity, throws it in on UPO. Did make that look easy, and, that'll end a very eventful first period there for the Sabres and Flyers.
Yeah, a good period for both teams. I think if you're the Flyers, you're glad that you didn't let the Sabres get up too much, especially with your backup goalie in now. And if you're the Sabres, you got to be happy with your early goals and, just keep playing the way you're playing. You're not going to win this game based on defense.
Yeah, probably not. Truth says I was hoping Demko coming to Buffalo get well soon. Comrie. Yeah, and this is the same thing that happened to Comrie last year. Gets injured, says it's week to week, and then it turns into month to month, and you never see him again until April. I'm fearing that's probably going to be the same thing that happens this year there at Comrie. He's never been healthy. Never been healthy in the NHL.
And, the Sabres have a plethora of goalies, so I don't think that should be a massive issue. And, again, Comrie, to some people, was not even expected to be on the NHL roster. And, it was kind of a surprise when he made it. So, despite his great start to the season, I don't think it's going to hurt the Sabres too much in the long run.
Yeah, probably not. What was that injury to Levi? Do we know? I think it was it an upper body or lower body? I'm really.
That was what I like to call. Both of our backup goalies are doing good, and Levi is doing bad. So let's say he's sore and let him get his head straight. I think it was just general soreness. He tweaked something, but again, nothing serious. He should be fully good to go.
Yeah. Amherst tied 1-1, both games at the break. Sawyer says, "Alright guys, I'm back. My friend called me something. We played Geo and Fight Simulator." It's nice. Devin Cooley. Holy crap. Can you imagine if Devin Cooley suited up a game for the Sabres?
In the slug mask? Oh, it would be magical. It would be magical. Speaking of the slugs, I think the NHL has to do reverse retros again next season. They had a deal in place to them every other year for I think at least 3 years. That would mean next year would be the year. The Sabres have already done the swords in the royal blue. They've already done the goat head in the royal blue. There's only one thing left, and it would be the slug. Now, again, you could go with the old bottle cap logo. You could go with with the jersey I'm wearing now, something like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options, but as far as full-time logos go, it's possible.
I mean, maybe this. Can you imagine the memes if we brought back the Buffalo Slug? That'd be hilarious. Truth asked.
There were some rumors.
Yeah, Truth asked what happened to Carter Hart. Some lower body, his left leg kind of spazzed out, I think, and after that Byro goal, he took off. He was done. He's out of here. But before we continue on, I want to bring up our brand new sponsor for this stream. Okay. I found this beautiful bracelet of Spirit Halloween sitting underneath my cabinet just a couple hours ago, and I would love to make Spirit Halloween the next sponsor for this stream, okay? I know Halloween just happened, but you got some great deals. The Spirit are selling a bunch of their costumes at discount right now, so go over, use the link in the description, click on that link. You can get any Spirit costume or purple bracelets, 100% off. You can always wear it next year, but please go click on that. Spirit, thank you for making this stream possible.
Yeah, there's no better time than right now to get Halloween costumes. The deals are insane. Yeah. And again, Spirit Halloween, they're sweating it out right now. They're not making a lot of money because, their business kind of hits a wall after the the Halloween date.
I really don't understand that. How does Spirit struggle after October 31st? It doesn't, you're right. November to September, they suck. And then October, they really pop off. I wonder what's going on there.
It's interesting. It kind of reminds me of that, Dave's, Christmas tree shop or whatever. That's a good one. It pops up, in December, But, I don't understand. People aren't buying Christmas trees in May, June, July. That should be like a Walmart type franchise.
Yeah, you could have a whole section of Walmart of just very overgrown trees. Can you imagine if Walmart started selling Christmas trees, actual Christmas trees? The amount of chaos that already happens there, it could really continue to pop off. But
Good old Walmart.
guys, can we get a hashtag Christmas tree in the chat, please? Or just get some Christmas tree little logos on there. We really need it. But we got first intermission. After that Fairby goal, threw my phone all the way over to my bed, so I'm going to go retrieve that. But once again, folks, where's the little logo? Crap, I forgot it. Oh, there it is. Spirit. Show some spirit and go get some spirit.
Spirit. Absolutely, guys. Again, we're in intermission now. You're not missing anything while we talk about Spirit Halloween. But tonight's a big night. Let's look around the league a little bit. Of course, we got the NBA in action. We have MLB World Series going on.
Yep.
Texas Rangers can win it all tonight. So if you guys are watching that,
how's it going to feel for you? Sorry to interrupt you, Cal. Max Scherzer. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, he actually was taken off the roster because he's so feeble. So it don't even count for him. Of course, DeGrom would collect a ring as well, which isn't the greatest feeling as a Mets fan, but it is what it is. You can't really live in the past. Definitely rooting for the D-backs though, just because I think it would be cool for a team that was so mediocre all season long to just prove that MLB should have less games.
Facts. Why do the MLB 162 games? Is there any reason for that?
I mean, again, that COVID season where they played like 60 or between 60 and 80 games was probably the most fun I had watching baseball. Every game meant something. It was just different.
Yeah.
But that being said, though, having played baseball, I know baseball is a game where it's very streaky. So again, you could go through a 50-game stretch where you just suck and you cannot fix it. And then for the rest of the season, you can absolutely pop off and earn your money. So It would kind of suck for guys who play a full season in a slump and, then you don't get paid. So I do understand why they play a lot of games. It's just kind of tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And, what's kind of weird, though? I never understood with baseball. Why like white balls? Why couldn't they have been more inclusive and gone for a colored anything, like a tan ball, black ball? Why white?
True.
Like the NHL...
I think they have the laces on there, like the red laces, so it kind of pops at you. So I think it's more of a thing where you hit a pop fly in the air, and you got these outfielders running full speed trying to track it down. Just kind of the easiest to see with them red laces in the sun. That would be my explanation.
Sawyer says, "Why don't you guys do any MLB or NBA coverage?" I mean, we did a couple of NBA games back in the day. Me and Cal did during the playoffs, and those are fine. But we're Buffalo. This is Buffalo.
Yeah, there's no, again, like right now I got the Knicks game on, I'm watching, but it is tough to have a Buffalo channel. And I mean, again, we could stream, every night a game and find one, but again, we're trying to control it in the Buffalo region because, just for algorithm purposes and stuff like that too. Say we do a stream with the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Nets or something, and we get a ton of fans that subscribe, they follow, they like whatever. They're not going to stick around when they see us streaming the Sabres versus the Devils, right? Mm-hmm. And it's going to kind of hurt us overall.
Especially if we're covering a team like Milwaukee. We're never going to talk about Milwaukee again. They're never going to see their team up on the screen for a long time at the very minimum. I mean, maybe we'll do a Knicks because we're both Knicks fans. And by the way, great game last night. I don't know. I haven't turned on the game tonight so far. How are they doing so far?
11-11, but they're taking on the Cavs yet again, this time in New York. And the Cavs have a lot of injuries going on right now. So again, it should be a game where it's close and then the Knicks pull away, but we'll see.
Yeah, it was a good game. And if we're going to talk about the Knicks, RJ Barrett has been my man. RJ
finally,
Barrett.
right?
Yeah,
finally. He's been the make or break piece for the Knicks for a couple seasons in a row. And if he could just be consistent, that team could go places. I still think they are one superstar away from being a championship caliber team. Now, Joel Embiid, guys like that are potentially on the market, so I would not be opposed to that. But we'll see what happens.
It's just weird. I don't really know who the Knicks could get. There's no major disgruntled. I mean, James Harden was the biggest disgruntled star.
I don't want him.
Yeah, you do not want James Harden. The Bisons should go to the MLB for another cursed sports team. Yes, you're right. Bisons.
Again, as a Mets fan, it would be tough to have a Buffalo MLB team, but don't get me wrong. I mean, the way MLB ticket prices are, I'd probably be at half of those home games. I mean, you get $5 tickets in MLB games, and you can sit wherever you want, most of the time. Even in major, even in Philadelphia, Atlanta, you go New York, both teams, it's pretty much pick your seat night every night, unless it's a playoff game. So
And
it would be cool.
the Sabres could so be like that and fill the stadium more than they have been. Yet, we talk a little about the Sabres attendance woes, and you bring up MLB and how they sell their tickets off for $5-10. If only the Sabres, and this is a wild idea, by the way, maybe if they just lowered their ticket prices to $20 on a weeknight, maybe then you'd see attendance start picking up again. Maybe.
Yeah, it's really a shame because the Sabres, they continuously. I know other teams in the league are, around that number of $30-35, but the Sabres, they charge a lot more than the average team, I'd say. The only team that consistently charges more is, the Maple Leafs. They're in the hundreds. Sometimes the Canadians are a little ahead. Yeah, New York, the Rangers charge a lot. But most of these teams, even the good ones, like New Jersey the other night, $19 tickets, $18 tickets, 15 before puck drop. That is how you sell out your arena. And for a team like the Sabres that has continuously said, we need a sellout, we need a full house, we play best when there's a ton of fans in the seats, that is not great marketing, and that is not a great game plan from whoever makes that decision to have $45 tickets every night and sell out half the arena. Again, I get you're not trying to screw over season ticket holders, but you don't even have that many season ticket holders, and you're not going to have that many if you continue with this nonsense. So whoever's behind that, somebody needs to speak up because these players deserve to have a full house, especially the way they were playing at the end of last season. But again, I'm not going to spend $45 when I could spend $70 to go to Monday Night Football in Buffalo next week. I'm just not going to do it. So
is it really 70? Is it really 70?
It's right now the cheapest tickets around 80. Again, it's the Broncos, but it's going to be cold out. I know if I wanted to go, I could stand outside the stadium, go on Ticketmaster, and pick up $40 tickets right before kickoff. You know that could happen.
Yeah, but once again, Bills games are always sold out, and I know ticket prices have been getting. I was thinking about maybe coming back for the Bills Buccaneers game, and then I saw the ticket price, and I was like, "Woo, that's a little rough." But I mean, that's kind of expected. The Bills have been winners. The Sabres, they had 91 points last year, but is there any other reason that the ticket prices should be well above league average on a weeknight?
I mean, you have one of the not oldest, but kind of. I don't want to say it's a bad arena, but it's nothing special, right? No. It's not like you're paying to go to some luxury place. The team has not, won back all of their fans yet. It's evident, right? You got to make the playoffs to do that. There's a lot of fans that all of a sudden the Sabres start becoming playoff, merchants, and they kind of end up like the Bills, where they're consistent to make the playoffs every year. That's when you get all your fans back. How about you start charging, $20? Sell that place out every single night. Then, as people get hooked, as people get addicted to watching the Sabres, and as the team continues to win, you could slowly up the price and keep the sellouts. I don't know what they're doing right now. It makes no sense. Again, who is paying $45 to go see the Sabres on a Tuesday night play the Arizona Coyotes? Nobody.
Like, not me. It's not happening. And I live near the Pittsburgh area right now, and they have a student discount price where you can get there's upper bowl tickets for $15. I can go to any Penguins game, no matter the day, for $15. That's the way you build a younger fan base right there. Cheap tickets on a weeknight for all of those who really don't feel like doing anything else. And
that's a Penguins team that has won multiple cups in the last few years, has Sidney Crosby, has Evgeny Malkin, has Erik Karlsson. I know they're struggling right now. I know. But it doesn't matter. Like that. It just doesn't make sense.
Because it's clear that the fans are not going to budge. The games will still remain poorly attended. Like, at some point, the Sabres are going to have to back off on their decision to keep prices high, and they're going to have to eventually say, okay, all right, we give up. And someone said in the chat that one of our players need to date a pop star.
Maybe, yeah.
Who do we get?
I
If Kansas got or Taylor Swift, who the Sabres got? I mean,
Well, we do have Haley Steinfeld for the Bills, but that's not as big of a draw as Taylor Swift, obviously.
nah.
I mean, Skinner could potentially steal Taylor Swift from Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
It is possible, but I don't know. I know who is on the same level as Taylor Swift right now. There's really no one.
I mean,
I don't know.
Drake can always return to his lover boy status.
Yeah, he's a Toronto native.
He name dropped Buffalo. Going to Buffalo in a bus and a Greyhound to Buffalo. He mentioned that. Hey, Drake knows that Buffalo exists, so he might as well already date a guy from the team. Okay, just go date off Jacob Bryson or something. Get him going. Jacob Bryson could have the highest jersey sales in the league because of Drake.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to that decision.
I'm seeing Rihanna, Ice Spice.
Ice Spice. Imagine who's someone, again, I got to name someone that doesn't have a wife or girlfriend right now, too, which, again, I don't know. Who is someone, single on the Sabres?
I mean, you could maybe go for...
How about Peterka? Does Peterka and Ice Spice?
JJ Peterka. We're going to matchmake them. Yeah, someone Ice Spice. Someone DM Ice Spice with JJ Peterka's Instagram, okay? JJ Peterka needs a wifey. I don't know. Yeah, Peterka needs a wifey. Ice Spice could be that gal for him, okay? Guys, make it happen. Spam her Insta DMs with JJ Peterka's Instagram, okay?
Maybe Zach Benson, too. I don't know.
Zach Benson.
Maybe someone among the same age group. I don't know.
Oh, for Zach Benson, you could do Olivia Rodrigo.
There you go. Yeah, that could work.
There it is. That's the money move. Terry Pagula, marketing team, make it happen. I don't care what you got to pay Olivia to get into a fake relationship with Zach Benson, but Sabres need to get on the map somehow. And at this point, we're just gonna start auctioning off our players, okay, to make it happen.
Sounds like a smart move. You could do all of that, or you could just drop ticket prices in the 20s, maybe the teens, and that would also work. But
I think the Ice Spice thing is more likely to happen, Cal.
I would be down with that. Truth says JJ Peterka and Mariah Carey. It is getting into Christmas time, so maybe that could work.
Yeah.
Again, if JJ Peterka does have a significant other, I apologize.
Or we can make one of our players the spokesperson / model for Spirit.
Ooh, true. I mean, again, like I said earlier, there's no better time to buy Halloween costumes than right now.
Absolutely, Cal knows what's up. He knows. I heard it was snowing back in Buffalo last night.
It was snowing quite a bit, and I woke up today, probably 10 o'clock. I had to get to school by 12. Took my time, and I wake up, and it is bright out, and there is a good inch or two of snow. I know in the south towns, a little south of me, 4 inches. Some towns got 4 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all melted now, but yeah. Well, welcome back to our wonderful snowy wonderland that is just amazing to walk through every single day.
Yeah, I mean, even down here in Western PA, we did get some snow this morning, and I was really disappointed because I walk out to my car in the morning and I realize I don't have a scraper in there. The scraper is MIA, it's gone, it's missing, and then I hurt my back trying to clean it the good old-fashioned way. So I'm, thank you, Western PA, for also having terrible weather.
Yeah, luckily it was only, some fluff, so I was able to use the old wipers, but it's like we are back here, second period.
Yeah, I mean, is play underway already for you?
It is.
Oh, crap. Please, TNT update.
I gotta say, though, at the end of the first period, you were literally on pace with me for the last couple seconds. Oh, I'm buffering now, so
yeah, maybe they were like, oh, you can't have you too far ahead. Yeah, I just saw the puck drop happen at center ice here.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, shots were in favor of Philly, 10-7 in that first period. So Sabres definitely got their work cut out for them as they trip up a guy in the corner. I wonder if there's going to be a penalty for that one. Farabee, he throws his one towards the front of the net. Dahlina's there. Oh, got to get that puck out of here. They do not. Oh, Flyers still have it along the near side boards. Sabres just clear it, please. There we go. Do that. Yep, nope, not that. Okay, Peterka, good enough.
That works.
Yeah, that works.
Sloppy play from the Sabres. Kind of after that second goal, they kind of stopped moving their feet, started getting a little sloppy, and Philly played to their strengths.
Well, there's another sloppy pass right there. Skinner of those trying to work off the forecheck. Couldn't do so. Sanheim gets the puck out of the zone. The Sabres in their own zone again. Turn it over. Tippett couldn't handle the puck, though, and couldn't really make them pay for it. But the Sabres, yes, are playing sloppy as Brandon Byro, first NHL goal here tonight. He has the puck at center ice. Throws this one into the zone all the way around to the far corner there. Flyers easily tip it out now. Tip it down the far side with speed. Tip it onto the forehand now. In the corner, sends this one to the near side for Couturier. Just bounced off for his stick. And there's the defenseman leaking down from the point with a nice move. Sean Walker. Not a guy you'd expect to be making some fancy-dancy moves there, but he didn't make it cash in. So Flyers looking good so far here in the second period. Sabres got to wake up as, again, Sean Walker going into the Sabres zone with speed. Cross ice for Cam Atkinson. Sabres again get the puck out of the zone to the neutral zone, but they cannot possess the puck. Konechny that time with the puck kind of misplaced the pass. Sabres pick it off. Tuck throwing this behind his back towards the front of the net. Nobody there though, and the Flyers can come back with speed. Konechny through the middle goes into the slot. There's a shot deflects over the glass and out of play. That shot coming from Forster.
Yeah, and I think the Sabres just got to get back to their game here. Again, kind of feeling out the period a little bit, but Flyers have had some good chances already, and they have not capitalized, but you can't be letting the Flyers get into open space like that. Again, they're not a super fast team.
Yeah, absolutely. TNT showing Keith Jones, who the weird choice.
Jonesy.
Jonesy. Remember him? Pierre Maguire? That was... Jerry
Ricochet.
Yeah, those were the good old days. Here's Dylan Cousins off the face-off, winning the zone. Gets his puck out of the zone. Tuck now through center, finds Cousins. Cousins with some space into the Philly zone, drops it back towards the middle of the ice. That pass is picked off by the Flyers, and they can come back the other way. Chipping this one into the zone is Owen Tippett, left behind the net there by UPO. Eric Johnson just got his head thrown towards the glass. I don't think there's going to be a call for that one. No, probably not, because the refs are in mid-season form. Love that.
As always.
Konechny again, throwing this one into the far corner there for, who's 48? Morgan Frost. I get him confused with Noah Cates often. But again, the Sabres playing sloppy in the own zone. Bryson that time couldn't get the puck out. Takes his man to the corner, though. Bryson, please make a pass. Tuck does. He just throws his one.
They're not moving their feet whatsoever. The Sabres are just stagnant to start the second period.
Flyers are all over
That's when you take penalties.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting, Cal? Continuing to harp on the Sabres' attendance woes. A rebuilding team, a self-admitted rebuilding team, has much better attendance on a Wednesday night than the Sabres ever would.
Yeah, I mean, again, tickets, definitely a little cheaper, but it's all what you bring to the arena, too. Again, talking about the Sabres, you go to a game, there's not much going on. There's not much to get the fans involved. There's a band playing at intermission, which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad, but again, I haven't been to too many other arenas for the NHL. I've been to a lot of other sports, but the NHL is one of them I'm not well traveled in, so I can't comment on other teams. But during an NHL game, it's definitely the best move during the intermission to take a lap, and that's what I do.
Absolutely. Get your steps in for the day. The Sabres ice the puck once again. Flyers leading the shots on goal 12-7 over the Buffalo Sabres. Score is still tied up at 2, though, but the Flyers have been pushing here in the early parts of the second period. Sabres got to show up here. This game will not be a given, and they definitely need these 2 points here tonight. And off the face-off win, it goes to the point. Cross-ice pass intended for Farabee. He couldn't handle it. Now the Sabres can get it out of the zone. Jost tips this one down, and this line will try to get off after icing the puck twice in the last couple of moments. Flyers coming right back up the ice, though, with York. York drops it back at the blue line. He continues his rush deep into the zone, but he missed the puck. It goes all the way to Dahlin. Dahlin trying to get away from him, and he just kind of throws a guy towards the boards. They kind of get mixed up a little bit. Dahlin loses his stick in the process, but Krebs is there as well. That looked like a high stick, too. Flyers fans looking for a call there. And we got a couple of guys trying to take a run at Dahlin at the moment. That was Noah Cates there. And, is that going to be a call? Yeah.
Yep. Again, Sabres not moving their feet at all. That's when you take penalties. Peyton Krebs there, kind of trying to fish the puck out there as it falls in between two Flyers, and it's a stick caught up in the skates there. Krebs is having a rough year. I mean, again, it just I know he's on that fourth line, and they're not really giving him much, but he's definitely first up on my list to take off if you call someone else up.
Yeah, he's just really struggling here. Hasn't registered a single point in the early part of the season, nearly 10 games in. And now he's in the box for a tripping call here. Flyers are going to get the first penalty of the game. The Sabres penalty kill, knock on wood, has been good so far this year. Going to have to be big once again. Flyers have been pushing. Would be a massive momentum shift if the Sabres can kill this penalty off. But Flyers win the first face-off. They go to the point here with their defenseman, Bobby Brink. Actually, no, that's a winger. That's a forward. Bobby Brink sends this one to the far side for Atkinson. Atkinson back to the line for Sanheim. Just does enough to keep it in. Brink all over the place. Flyers somehow keep it alive. Sanheim, nice between the legs move. Goes around behind the net to the far side for Atkinson. He's got the Flyers' second goal of the game. He can't handle it, but the Sabres can't clear. Back to the point again for Brink. Down low for Couturier. Couturier's got some space. Banks it off the boards to Brink from behind his own goal line. Cross ice again at the point. Sanheim looking cross ice. There's a quick shot in front. Oh, they missed a wide open net. Rebound sits loose there. Trickles its way to the point. Chaos in the crease at the moment, but the Sabres finally get the puck back, and now they can go skate away with it with Eric Johnson. Big stop there by UPO to keep this game tied. Oh, and do we got another call here? Looks like the referee.
I don't know what.
It looks like Sanheim maybe going to the box here for the Flyers.
Yeah, Johnson let go of the puck there, and he just kind of cross-checked him for no reason and broke his own stick, a telling sign. I don't know if they're going to send him to the box there, so it's going to be a 4-on-4. Just a dumb penalty. Flyers controlled all of play for that first minute of that power play, so just dumb there.
Yeah, and we're looking, Johnson dumped this puck in. Sanheim cross-checks him way after the play, and Cal's right. Very stupid play there from Travis Sanheim, really costing his team. I'm sure Torts is not going to be too happy. So, barring anything that happens here, Sabres will get 55 seconds of power play time at the end of this. So, Peyton Krebs, you just got bailed out, buddy.
There we go.
So
and good job by the penalty kill, too, to stay afloat there.
Quick chance off the face-off. Yoki Yarhu with the blast from the point. Rebound taken by Tuck, but he can't score. Flyers retake possession now. Sorry, Cal. Interrupted you a little bit. Good. My bad. As Cates comes back in across the Farabee, high shot, misses the net, goes all the way around to the far boards, and the Flyers keep it in, but they turn over possession there as Yoki Yarhu getting a lot of ice time here tonight. Henry Yoki Yarhu going through the neutral zone, now going through center, across the blue line, fakes the slapper, plays it inside for Middlestat. Kind of a weak pass, though, and now the Flyers, they may have something going the other way. Konechny off the kind of weird play. Oh, that's a good defensive play, though, from Owen Power to break that pass up. Flyers, though, working their way in. They got a man wide open in the front of the net. Couldn't find him, though, and they can't keep it in the zone either. 15 seconds to go on 4-on-4 hockey here. Sanheim with a cross-checking. Krebs with a trip as the Flyers come back into the Sabres zone here. Sabres desperately need to get something going here in this period because it's been 6 minutes now and they haven't turned up.
Got to use this shortened power play as an opportunity to at least get a chance here, get going again.
Sabres finally do get that power play as Tage skates away with it to the blue line, passes it out wide. It's out of the reach of Peterka, kind of lifts the stick a little bit behind the net, does some good work to get it in front, but the Flyers take it back and clear this zone. Here we go. Are we going to see Cousins? Why are we missing that puck from behind the net? Here's Dahlin now looking forward with it to Cousins. Cousins is there at center, finds Thompson. Just no speed. What are we doing here? No speed going through the middle of the ice. And now UPL has it. 18 seconds to go. Sabres power play done nothing here. They can't get any speed going across that blue line. It just kind of slowed down. And again, Aaron pass there, eventually gets to Thompson. He gets into the far side. Skinner had a man wide open in front. Still had him. The pass just missed him, though. Sabres keep it alive, though, in the zone. Thompson out wide. There's a quick shot. Rebound sits in front. How did that not go in? Should have gone in, but looks like there was a Flyer defenseman that just blocked it with a skate. Tuck was sitting all alone in front, had a wide open net, but couldn't get it to go. And here's Dahlin now for the Sabres. To Peterka. Out wide, chipped into the zone. Not very far, though. Flyers retake the puck. And with 12:41 to go, they will knock this one into the Sabres end. No icing. Thought there was going to be one. Johnson with the long-range shot or pass. Nice play there by Krebs, though, to spring a play going forward. Tries to play this one towards the front of the net. Can't get it to go. There's another shot from the point there for the Sabres. Tipped just wide. Oposo, good work on the board to keep that play alive. Sends this one below the goal line for Girgensons. Just outside of his reach, though. Flyers can now tip it out of the zone. Here's Johnson showing some wheels there, the 37-year-old or whatever he is. Something old. Here's Tuck going across the blue line, looking again for Oposo. That pass deflected off the glass, but not out of the play. And instead goes into the corner here for the Sabres, deep in the Flyers zone. Krebs trying to lift a stick. Flyers more determined, though, and they can come back the other way. Yeah, Krebs is lacking that hustle. That play sent in, caught by UPO, and he's just going to hold on.
Yeah, and Krebs has had a couple chances so far this season. I think he might just need a goal, just to get him going or a fight, something like that. Because last season we started to see, kind of the decline of his passing, which when we first got Peyton Krebs in that Jack Eichel trade, he was supposed to be, the young guy, high potential, great passing, great vision, not a goal scorer, but great passer and a facilitator. Ever since, the end of that first year we had him, he's kind of turned into more of a defensive forward. And I know they've kind of turned him into that, internally. But, man, I don't know if I can continue having him on this roster every single night if there's guys in the AHL doing better. But we'll see what happens. Again, Peyton Krebs, very likable guy, and we've seen good things from him in the past.
Yeah, we know there's something there. It's just taking that next step and becoming a consistent NHL point getter. And it was really frustrating because a couple games ago, every single line, someone wrote out a tweet, every single line he's been on, they've suddenly done worse. So that's not a very good mark if you're Peyton Krebs.
Yeah, you can't even really be blaming the positioning of him on the fourth line. But we're showing areas Keith Jones and Danny Briere in the suite for the Flyers. Danny Briere, obviously former Buffalo Sabre. Yeah, in the good old days where still nothing. There's his stats, 225 games, 92 goals, 138 assists, and 230 points, 34 points in 34 playoff games.
Yeah, wow. He did really well in Buffalo. Such a shame that we let him go, but I am still in a commercial break, so thanks, TNT. Oh, now we're back. Yeah, they're just showing how Carter Hart got injured early in that first period. Yeah. Posted just kind of landed awkwardly on his left leg. Shout out Brandon Byro. First NHL goal.
Carter Hart, he's only let in the 2 goals. So far, the Sabres have not gotten enough shots.
Yeah, Flyers, it seems ever since Carter Hart went down with that injury, they've been really trying to protect Sam Ersson.
Mm-hmm.
But
they've done a great job of it so far because the Sabres all of a sudden have had no open ice. Whereas we saw in that Skinner goal that got called back, it seemed the game plan was quite the opposite with Carter Hart in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sabres had a lot of space going through that neutral zone, but right now they only have 9 shots through the first 29 minutes of this game. So they really need to start peppering it a little bit more. The offense needs to return to form here a bit. As Tuck can't handle that puck through the middle of the ice. Flyers bat this one into the Sabres zone. That pass for Dahlin to Greenway kind of missed the mark. Flyers can retake it again, and they Konechny showing a little bit of trouble at the neutral zone. He takes it back for Philly. He's going back, gives it to, I don't know who that is. Morgan Frost. Holy crap. I can't remember Morgan Frost. No one told this kid that it's not Christmas yet, but the Sabres may have some space going the other way here. Here's Tage Thompson. Thompson on the backhander slides this one down low for Greenway. He takes that guy out with him as he goes towards the boards. Sabres again doing some good work, keeping this play alive. Greenway, he almost slid down low for Tage. Tage no-look pass behind the back, looking for Tuck. He couldn't get it there. Sabres again keep it in the zone along the boards. Now this is what I'm talking about. Getting first to these open pucks. Dahlin, the near side boards, sends it inside. For Tage Thompson, goes beautiful cross-ice pass. There's a quick shot. Finally, we got a shot on goal on Sam Ersson with 10:26 to go in the second. Sabres get to double digits.
There we go. Tage Thompson and Jordan Greenway doing a great job again with their long reaches, just controlling the puck, shooting the puck across the crease there, and a couple of good chances there. So If you get another shot on that, just keep shooting the puck.
Absolutely, for real. Next two Sabres games are on NHL Network, so if any of you are wondering why I'm not streaming those two games, that is why. Because I hate, again, NHL Network.
Something tells me that Saturday game in Toronto is going to be miserable. I don't know. Luckily, I'll only be able to see the third there, but something about games in Toronto I don't know. I don't like them.
Yeah, but it's not looking too great here for the Sabres at the moment. Flyers circling around in the Sabres zone. York centers this one into the slot. Couldn't make it there in the end, though, but the Sabres cannot clear. It goes down low, and UPL says, I've had enough of this. Let's cover it up.
Again, this just doesn't seem like the same Sabres team from the middle to end of last year. I don't know what exactly about it is off, but some shifts they do, but overall, they just don't seem to have the same speed, and they don't seem to have the same offensive drive. Seems like they're kind of hesitant. They don't want to get burned defensively as much as last year, which was an issue, but I think that's kind of the mindset this year too, right? Let's be a little more cautious. Let's not give up so many odd man breaks. But as a result, you end up with less offense as well. And if you're going to do that, you cannot be passing up the opportunities you get. And so far this season, they have passed a lot of opportunities up. How many times have we seen a 2-on-1 or something where the guy throws it away or tries to make, a behind the back pass, tries to do a little too much, get the puck on the net, as we saw Casey Middlestat do in the Avalanche game. 2-on-1, saw that corner was open, didn't try to do anything too fancy, shoot the puck, easy goal.
Sawyer, don't worry. It's only affecting me because I'm an out-of-towner. For all people in Buffalo, you'll still get on MSG both games. But for me, I won't. I won't be able to watch it, so... Yay! Except on Stream East, which is not great.
Yeah, allegedly.
Like
hypothetically, like if you were looking for a stream, that might be a website that you use.
Maybe you're right. I'm not totally sure.
I don't know.
That's what my sources have been telling me, though. There's a Stream East like that. It's on the East.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they stream games, but I'm on the East. It's one of those things.
They're showing Henry Jokiharju's first career goal was today, a couple of years ago, and they had the navy blue away jerseys, and it was against the Capitals. Little blooper that found its way in the back of the net. Connor Sheary first to celebrate with them.
Connor Sheary. Hey, W there for Henry Jokiharju. Hasn't scored a goal yet this year. I think he's been playing good tonight. He's had 3 or 4 shots on goal already, so that's...
And he's still kind of young, which I find hard to believe because we've had him for quite a while. But
I know. How old is he?
Still... This up here. Every time I look, I think it's 24.
Yeah. Apparently the game is also on... Is it...
24.
Is that Toronto game? What game is going to be on TNT again? Because I would love to be able to watch those games.
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure.
Zamula?
It might be.
Maybe. I'll have to check NHL.com. They usually get
all the things. I just know there's no ESPN Plus exclusive games coming up. Those are the only ones that affect me, and now they won't. But
yeah,
for last season, it was a tough.
Yeah, because I was the only one. I feel like I'm the only person ever to have ESPN Plus. Of all the things to get, ESPN Plus. Yeah,
it's pretty good though, from what I've seen. But...
My general area is Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area. Yeah, which is fun.
I think you wanted you to give out your exact address, if you wouldn't mind.
Here, I'll give. Here, let me write it down real quick, and I'll hand show it up to the camera here.
I mean, if you guys want to stick around after the stream, Don will be giving out all of his personal information, spanning from credit card information to social security number, etc.
Absolutely, I will. Yeah,
that's our 2K special.
2K special. Okay, I'll be doing. Oh, Krebs just got knocked behind the net. Sabres keep it alive though. Center this one. Johnson, do the thing. He shoots it on goal. It's sitting loose in front there. Taken away eventually by Garnet Hathaway, but he just does enough to get it out of the zone. Sabres retake control at center ice. Johnson on the forefront of that effort there. Bounces a clearing attempt. Goes by Tage through the skates of Greenway. Now Greenway has it on the near side boards. Whacks this one below the goal line before it's taken away there by the Philly defenseman. They can get this one off the boards to the blue line. Not out. Now they will take possession again. Will they get out on the second try? Yes. Yes, they do. ESPN Plus is good. You have it. I don't really know. Actually, I don't like ESPN Plus because I use Hulu now. Oh, geez. Flyers send this puck on goal. Good stop there by a UPO. But ESPN Plus, I don't even use it anymore. I have Hulu, so that solves all my issues a little
Hulu
bit. But
has live sports.
Hulu does have live sports. You're right about that. But here's Greenway going behind the net, taking 2 defenders with him. Greenway getting some help from Tage. He banks this one off the boards to the point for Power. Power, of course, turns it over. But they keep it in somehow. Here's Tage again. Around the boards. Can he keep it in? Neal. Nope. Flyers get this one to the neutral zone before it's taken away by Owen Power. Power, under some heavy duress, clears his one to the far side for Skinner. Inside for Tage with speed. Tage kind of loses control of the puck, though. Flyers can go the other way of the space. Shot. That one goes just wide of UPL. Sabres, can they get this puck out of the zone? No. Really, got to get that one out. Sabres do take control again. Bank this one off the boards. Power has it on the near side. He's getting to the neutral zone. But again, no space for anywhere to go here for Buffalo. And there's another pass. Deflects into the Sabres zone. Goes out wide. There's a step-in shot. Tip on goal. Rebound. Oh, he gets to the goal line. How did that not go in? Sabres doing all they can to keep that puck out. Middlestat now. And he has it stripped from him nearly. Sabres, come on. Wake up.
Yeah, they can't. They cannot get the puck out of the zone. Bad shift here.
Terrible shift. Sabres, it's been actually just a terrible period overall.
Yeah.
Flyers really have been the better team here in this period. Sabres were better in that first period, but it was a tied game. Now Flyers are pushing, and again, still a tied game. Again, Sabres can't get out of the zone. Farabee a quick shot, and finally they can. Yeah, this is really bad, folks. Really bad. Sabres just are standing around, don't want to move, and now Skinner with a turnover. Maybe they can get a goal against the grain. Nope. It's a line change. Dump the puck in and go off.
Needed one there. I don't blame them. They were dead tired.
Here's Dahlin holding his guys. He comes back. Gergensen's lost a handle of that puck there. Flyers keep it in the zone. Tip it down in the far corner. They give it to Gergensen's. Come on, guys. And by the way, the Sabres have not won a game yet when they give up the first goal. They are 0 for 5, and they are 4-0 when they score the first goal. So hopefully that's not a trend here that continues. Sabres finally some good forechecking here. Samuelsson picking off the turnover. Sends this one to the front of the net. That one just misses the tip of Gergensen's stick there. Dahlin in his own zone looking for the long-range pass. He gets it to Samuelsson, but it goes to the blue line. Deflects off a stick, and the Flyers can come back the other way here. Tippett trying to split the defenseman. Cannot. Krebs is there. Takes another shoulder from Delorier, actually. Delorier holds it up in the corner quite nicely. Rings this one to the near side. Just over 5 minutes to go. Flyers putting on the pressure here for the last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, Sabres just having trouble getting line changes here. Might have to start quick shifting because they get a little bit of offense and they get stuck in the defensive zone tired, and they're out there for quite a while. Looks like they switched up the lines a little bit too. I didn't know if it was just because the special teams occurred, but it's been consistent now. Tuck has replaced Byro on that first line, and Byro has joined the Jost line.
Yeah, he is on one of those lower level lines. Looks like, and the Sabres ice the puck.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Don't put pucks on the net against a backup goalie. I know. That's a story of a lifetime. But just looking at this last opportunity, Noah Cates made the next move there on UPL, had it in front. Oh, and he missed the whack in.
So
he should have
close.
scored.
So close.
Really should have scored. Yeah, where's the defense? Well, where's the offense too? Where is any forechecking here? Just all been bad. There's another shot off the face-off win. Blocked off the stick or skate of someone in front of the net. Goes out of play, and now we got a commercial break. Much needed. Donnie Granato needs to really corral his troops here because the Flyers, they're doing pretty good. They're doing really
Sabres
good.
Shouldn't be that tired either. They played Sunday. They had, day off. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just they're really not playing good at the moment here in the second period. It's just very surprising. But if they can get out of this period still tied, Don Granato can get these guys back into the locker room and go, look, this is terrible. Y'all need to wake up and please please stop hurting us. Please stop hurting a certain little man called Don. Who is
Right, they never think of us. They never,
I know.
that's one of the things. I mean, every day this team dictates my entire mood for the next, if 24 hours. The Bills sometimes, dictate my mood for the entire week. They never go in the press conferences and, mention us, right? They're always just like, oh, this one stings for me. This is blah blah blah.
But
No. You're getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard in a press conference that, I'm really sorry with this loss. I know Don LaFay's out there somewhere really hurting right now, and I know Cal is out there as well. Don and Cal from Buffalo SportsCenter. I heard that they are really hurt by the effort here tonight, and we just never. I don't know when we're gonna hear that, Cal.
I don't know. Yeah, I might have to bring it up when I talk to some of these players,
Yeah.
throughout the season. But maybe that's what we'll do next time we get a player on one of these interviews. Again, keep in mind I am working. I'll mention to Don behind the scenes if we do get any responses. But we are lining some stuff up, potential player interviews, old player interviews. We'll start those back up again. It's tough with school, but with break coming up. We're getting there, so might want to squeeze a few of those in. So keep an eye out for those a couple months in advance. But we will begin trying to get some guys on here.
Yeah, Rusek on Ameryk's better than at least 6 of these guys, probably. Yeah, Poso hasn't given much here tonight. Gergenson's something. I heard Don and Cal put so much money on the Sabres. Oopsies.
Now that is something I would never do, put money on the Sabres. That is a horrible financial decision. But yeah, guys like Okposo on this team, eventually, if you're serious, cannot be playing every game. I hate to say it. I like Okposo, don't get me wrong. He really, he gives effort. He's there, he's been here forever. But he is just, you could tell he's over the hump. He was over the hump last year, so.
And he's still here. He is still here.
Which, again, is good for the locker room. I understand that, but he cannot be playing every game. It's got to be cut back.
Absolutely. Maybe every other night, especially if you're going to go into these back-to-back situations. Maybe at Poso we see him start getting rotated out slowly. As the
but Flyers... you look at the other situation too. Like you don't want to call a Rusek up and play him once every 5 games, dude. Yeah. You want him getting consistent gameplay. So I do understand that as well.
Sabres nearly turning it over just inside their own blue line. Tage is able to corral this puck back, making a couple of moves, and right now looks like the Flyers changed up their defensive formation here in the neutral zone. Looks like they're going with a 3-2, which is not the vaunted, the haunted, the horrible, the horrendous 1-3-1 that the Sabres just don't know how to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, the Sabres just, they seem like very like, it's a close chance there. They just don't have a lot of confidence right now. You could tell they're not bringing the puck to the net. They're kind of just playing hesitant to survive this period. I don't know exactly why that is, but it seems they're just kind of coasting through this one.
Yeah, they're just not really here at the moment. This is very frustrating. Would love to see. Yeah, there's that close chance that Cal just mentioned. I finally saw it on my screen, which is nice. Thanks, TNT. Thanks, Max. Max. I'm watching on Max. I'm going to refresh that forward. Nope, doesn't take me anywhere. Beautiful. Okay. As Dylan Cousins comes through the middle of the ice looking outside. Why did Dylan Cousins try to do that when he's driving through the middle? He's tried to drop it back 1 or 2 times. That looked offsides, by the way. And it just hasn't worked.
Yeah, Cousins another guy, right? Super high upside, but he does some dumb stuff. Like, it seems every game, too. So I don't know.
And Sabres only had 2 shots this period. So very fitting. Only 2 shots. Definitely not the way you want to see your team playing.
Not quite.
No, I got the shot count on the screen here for you folks. 19-10 in favor of the Flyers. It's really rough period from the Sabres team.
Yeah, it looks like they definitely switched the lines up here because they have Cousins playing with Gergensons. I don't know if somebody's hurt or if they just got caught on a line change here. Again, without the audio here.
A little bit of a turnover. Gergensons trying to go through the front of the net. Nearly had it. But Sabres, good opportunity there. Gergensons finally didn't get the shot off, though, but the Flyers can come back. Cam Atkinson, that shot stopped there by UPL. The rebound goes to the far side. They just kind of throw that one towards the front of the net. Missed UPL, though. And the Sabres retake possession. Same poor play every year. Cousins needs Quinn back and play with Peterka. Yeah, I missed that line. Quinn, one more month till maybe he returns at the earliest. I still wouldn't expect to see him till probably closer to New Year.
It's going to be a while, yeah. In the latest update, like a week ago, they said he's nowhere near full contact. He is skating a little bit, but
yeah, but he's just not even close. So it's going to be a while. Oh my God, what are we doing there? That's a terrible turnover. Delorier, Owen Power, or is that Dahlin or Owen Power? I think that was Dahlin. And it looks like after the play is over, we got some Garnet Hathaway going at Yoki Yarku a little bit, giving him a couple shots, and now a squirm in the corner. Yeah, getting a little chippy here after the whistle was blown dead.
Delorier is going to end up getting a penalty as a result of this scrum.
Wow.
Yoki Haru's laughing about it afterwards. What even happened here? Let's see. It looked like they were both just going at it after the play, and yeah, you could tell Hathaway was ticked off. Yoki Haru wasn't really giving him much back. Then Delorier came in there as an aggressor, and I think they're going to give him a little bit of a enforcer penalty there.
Yeah, they're going to give him a roughing call here. Roughing against Nick Delorier. And yeah, Yoki Haru wanted nothing to do with him. Yoki Haru just,
as always, Yoki Haru's not a... But again, this might be good for Philadelphia, too, because the Sabres' power play sucks.
Looks like something Delorier must have said after the play, because his actions, I mean, they really didn't dictate a penalty there.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So that's kind of weird there from a referee perspective, but hey, I can't wait to see this bottom tier power play come back on the ice. They just won the face-off. It's really not going good. Oh, Atkinson goes the other way, drops it back. Shorthanded opportunity. Sanheim walks in. I think he hit the bar. And now the Sabres.
Very close.
Why are we... Oh my God, this is so terrible. What are we doing? Yeah,
this has got to get figured out, because if the Sabres get their power play going, this team can go places. But this is the thing that's holding them back. They have just been so feeble on this power play.
Yeah, here's Tage in the corner there. Drops it to the point for Dahlin. Dahlin across to Cousins. Down low to Skinner. Back to Cousins. He tips it to the point for Dahlin. He just missed the puck there on that shot. He just totally missed the puck. Out wide to Cousins. To Skinner now. Working his way off the boards to the middle of the ice now. Still stick handling. Gives it to Cousins. He takes the one-timer. Blasts over the far near side corner, actually. Yeah, and after nearly giving up a shorthanded goal there, Sanheim coming very close. He just walked around the defender, walked around a couple of guys, and yeah, he hit the bar. Bar.
The second power play unit they just put out there, you're going to be very excited about, I think. Got a lot of surprises on this unit.
Here we go. Let me see here. They haven't shown us yet. Krebs, Middlestad, Oposo. The hell? I mean, Middlestad does a good job to keep it in here. But what? Krebs and Oposo are both not going to be scoring anytime soon. And this puck gets out of the zone. 50 seconds ago on this power play. Power having a difficult time handling it. And he sends a pass to nobody in particular. What are we doing here on the power play, folks? What is going on? 10 seconds to go here. Just get out of this. This is a terrible period. Really, really bad if you're a Sabres player. And even on the power play, they just look disorganized, running around, ragged. Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Like is somebody hurt here or something? What is going on here?
I'm seeing TNT's not showing anything. They're just showing all the guys coming back off the ice here. You must be seeing.
Oh no, I'm just saying in general, because these lines have been quite interesting.
Teams that win actual cups put the top players for 20-plus minutes. Buffalo plays third liners, the same minutes as and
that is true. That is true, and I don't know if maybe the players had a say with that. Maybe they said it towards the end of last season and they got a little tired. Remember, Tuck got hurt, which killed all of their momentum.
Yeah,
Tuck has not been the same player this year he has been last year, but he's slowly getting a little better.
Johnny says Middlestad has been the best player for the Sabres this year. I wholeheartedly agree.
Him or Skinner, and Skinner has made some bad defensive plays too. So yeah, I could argue for Middlestad. I could argue for Dahlin.
Yeah, but Middlestad for sure offensively has been the best.
Yeah.
He's just consistently always a point per game player right now, which is Awesome.
He's been setting up goals too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it hasn't just been his 3 goals.
But after the intermission, the Sabres will get about 50 seconds or so of power play time. But given how the power plays played this year, I really don't see much happening there.
Definitely not, yeah.
Cal, you need to talk. I got to go grab my phone from my
Gotcha.
wall.
Okay. So yeah, rough game for the Sabres so far. But again, you managed to find yourself in a tie game. So you got 20 minutes here. You start off on the power play, get some early momentum. You have to get the next goal, because if you let Philly come out and score a goal, they can shut down defense. And that is one of the things that the Sabres cannot play through. They are a quick team. They play best on the rush, and when teams go into shutdown mode, that is when they play their worst. So Sabres desperately need the next goal in this game. You definitely need a point. I'd almost argue you need 2 here at this point in the season. Get back to 500. Although Money Puck still has us at 68% to make the playoffs, so that's interesting.
Well, you look around at the other teams. Ottawa, they just fired their GM today. I don't really like what they've been doing this year. Detroit, they were 5-1-1, but they've lost a couple since then, so it seems like they're slowly fading back down to earth here a little bit.
Yeah, which is good, because again, those are the 2 teams that we're kind of in pace with, right? Those are the 2 teams that kind of check back and forth with the Sabres to see who's the best of those 3. And in the beginning of the season, the first couple of games, it seemed like Ottawa and Detroit were miles ahead of the Sabres. But the Sabres have an opportunity now to catch right back up, because both of those teams have been playing, kind of sluggish, especially, after the Sabres beat Ottawa. They were kind of in the middle of that skid, and they haven't really fixed themselves since.
No, not too much. There we go. Finally, my internet's really bad at the moment, so hopefully I don't get cut off here. But yeah, that second period was really rough, and definitely not something you want to be showing on national TV here. As we just gained another subscriber, 1948. Nice. But yeah, there's a whole flurry of teams, and speaking of those teams in the wildcard mix, Pittsburgh. The hell happened to Pittsburgh? I don't know if you saw the ending to that Anaheim Ducks game.
Yeah.
But as a Sabres fan, that was awesome to see. Thank you, Anaheim.
Right. Like that's, you're on the power play, Erik Karlsson, just a horrible giveaway, and you give up a breakaway with, seconds remaining in the game. That's just inexcusable, especially, for it to be their big offseason get to do that. And was that a 2-man advantage too?
Yep.
Towards the end of that game?
5-on-3, and the guy was coming out of the box as they sprung him for the breakaway, which is insane.
Bad timing, but yeah, that's rough.
Donnie needs to open a can of whip ass. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay.
Amerks 2 crunch for Murray and Yuri goals. Okay, yeah. The Amerks have started off the season really good, but again, they're without Brandon Byra, who's playing with the Sabres today. And the thing with the Amerks is, I try to get into the Amerks every year, but with the Sabres, it is tough to follow 2 hockey teams at once, especially a team that's in the minors.
Yeah.
But I did go to my first Amerks game last year. It was a fun one.
Yeah, you and Dictator Nick, I believe, both went.
Yeah, Dictator Nick was there. Went to that Marlies playoff game. I think it was the game 5. I think it was a 5-game series. Yeah. And the Amerks ended up taking that one. Wool, the Leafs goalie, was in net, and I think the game ended up being like 7-2 or something. It was a blowout. So Malcolm Subban, speaking of Malcolm Subban, what's he up to nowadays?
Yeah, what is he up to? Maybe you should hit him up. We should get Malcolm Subban.
Check out his stats.
Malcolm Subban out here for a little bit of a go around.
On St. Louis, is he? He's got to be in the minors, right? There's no way he's.
I think he signed. If I had to
he's
guess,
he's with the Blues.
The Blues. He's in the Blues organization. Nice.
And nothing in the NHL. So.
Oh, and folks, I hope you know it is Jordan Phillips. It's puffy, fluffy jacket season time.
Yeah.
He's back with the jackets at practice.
Let's talk about the Bills a little bit here, because we got a little bit of time. First things first, Leonard Fournette, like we said, it is what it is, right? Yeah. Quick, easy move, practice squad. We'll see if he plays. I don't know. Him and Shaq Lawson, though, a dynamic duo. They're getting along. They put out a video today saying they were cool, and they they joke around about that infamous fight nowadays.
Yeah, Shaq Lawson using some fun language too.
Yeah, had to bleep that one out on the social media post. But Rasul Douglas, huge get for the Bills, immediately slotted into that number one cornerback spot. Him and Josh Allen have had a fun little back and forth, especially in that, was it Sunday Night Football game last year where
Yeah.
the Bills just destroyed the Green Bay Packers. And Allen was, that's that one clip of Allen, trucking the whole defense there, saying he loves that stuff, and then telling Rasul that he sucks.
That
We'll
was
leave out the other word. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. That was a funny video, and all these
yeah.
guys were bringing in that fought guys still on the team right now, so that's hilarious. We might as well bring in Jair Alexander next too, right? Since
Yeah,
him and
right. That guy,
Stefan
that guy's
totally get
cooked
along,
this year.
huh?
Yeah, that guy, Jair Alexander's been rough this year. Definitely a fall from grace. But Packers fans seem to think that Rasul Douglas was their best secondary guy. They said he was a dog. They said he was definitely the hardest worker on that defense. So seems like a Buffalo Bill to me, right? Hard
Hmm.
worker, plays, through the whistle. So good to see there. And we'll see if he ends up playing this week because it's tough. He didn't practice today. He was with the team, but did not practice because he got there a little late. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's going to have enough time to play. I see Damar Hamlin on the injury list with an illness. I'd assume, being this week in Cincinnati, that he stays on that injury list, quote unquote illness.
Hmm.
There is no reason to put him back on that field. Not that he would have played anyway if it was anywhere else, but just no reason to even have him go anywhere near that stadium.
Yeah, absolutely. No bad juju moments. No bad. Yeah, because I don't know. It kind of gets into his head a little bit if he gets steps back onto that field, because that's where everything really happened there for DeMar
Yeah.
Hamlin. All that the chaos just continued to turn up again. Um, but going back here a little bit to the Rasul Douglas thing, I mentioned it before earlier in the stream about how for some reason a lot of Bills people on Twitter are complaining about the trade. I just don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, they said, a third round pick is a little bit of an overpay, which I do agree with, but you do get a fifth round pick back, and you're going to get some comp third round picks for Tremaine Edmonds, potentially some other stuff. So basically, you got him for Tremaine Edmonds. And you look at a guy like Rasul Douglas, I mean, you can't really complain. Douglas, he is a little bit slow, but he can guard the taller guys, which,
Hmm.
what have we been complaining about? The only gripe on the defense. Taron Johnson, the slot, the tight end, can't guard him towards the end zone 3 games in a row. There's your guy, right? A guy to guard the taller guys. And he's a closer, too. Ton of interceptions towards the end of games that ended in overtime. He's that guy that can end the game in the secondary, same way that, we brought Von Miller in to end the game on the D line. Now, Von Miller, still a ways to go. He looks nowhere near his prime self, but I think it's more cautious than anything. I don't think he's really fallen off that bad, but we'll see. I'm excited about this Bills game Sunday night. It's probably the first game of the season, besides the first one, that I'm truly excited for because all the other ones have been, just kind of like going in with low hope, low expectations. This is a big game. If you
Yeah.
win this game, you could potentially be back first in the division, depending on that early game between the Chiefs and Dolphins. And if you win the game and the Dolphins win, you're tied with the Chiefs and you play them later in the year. So it's a win-win. You just got to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You really do. The Bills can open up a lot of avenues, can be right back, because right now the AFC is wide open for Buffalo
Mm-hmm.
or Cincinnati or Kansas City or Miami to really take it, or Baltimore too. Baltimore's been
Yep.
doing pretty good this year. But it's a very wide open year, and despite everything, the Bills, they still have the same record as the 49ers, and everyone's saying the 49ers are one of the best teams in the NFL, so
Yep.
I don't know. You tell me. Isn't that funny, though? People overlook the Bills' injuries, and yet they go, oh, yeah, don't worry about the 49ers. They've had a lot of injuries. That's why they're 5-3.
Yeah.
And yet, for the
Yeah.
Bills, it's like, oh, they're done. It's over. Their window is closed. There is it's just a clear difference.
Yeah, the thing with the Bills, it's not even the injuries for me. It's just play calling, coaching. It's the same stuff every year with Sean McDermott as the coach, and it's just I just don't know if he has what it takes to get over that hump where we've just been stopped year after year after year before the Super Bowl, and
Hmm.
he gets out coached in all these big games, and it's time management, it's cautiousness. He plays scared, and I understand you can't play like Brandon Staley. You can't go for it every time. These are the two extremes I'd say in the NFL. You got a guy like Sean McDermott who has a really good team and plays too scared, and you got a guy like Brandon Staley who should definitely hold back a little more and doesn't, and that's the reason why the Chargers are struggling so far this year. But we'll see what happens again. Long season ahead. Long season ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like the Sabres are actually going to only have 27 seconds to go in this power play, so you might as well call it a wash here for the Sabres
Yeah.
there. 5 minutes to go until the third period begins. One of the good things about this horribly designed app,
It actually tells you.
it tells
Yeah.
me, yeah. It's the one thing I wish, because I have the Score app, whatever this thing is, and it doesn't really tell me crap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up the Knicks game, though, right now, but...
Yeah. Kulik and Rosen 9 points apiece with the Amherst. That's huge. Yeah, both those guys have been really good. Charlie says without Josh Allen, the Bills wouldn't have one win. I gotta disagree. I think they would have one win, and that would be week 1. I think Josh Allen single-handedly lost them that game. Just dumb play from him. But other than that, yeah, Josh Allen is an absolute dog. Of course, that arm injury though, that shoulder injury, sat out of practice today, and people have been saying it's cautionary, blah blah blah. They haven't played since last Thursday, right? So him not practicing today is a telltale sign that might be a little more serious than we think. Again, a guy like Josh Allen probably doesn't need to practice every day at mid season, but it's just one of those things where you get deja vu from last year, where is the shoulder messed up. This one doesn't seem as bad as last year, but we'll see what happens. Again, are we going to have games where who's starting at QB, right? Josh Allen runs out in the middle of warm-ups, and all of a sudden, there he is. You just don't know. But Kyle Allen is not going to get you wins. I can tell you that much, because has he attempted a throw this year? He's been in the game he's played a lot of snaps so far this season. At the end of games, Josh Allen's been injured a couple plays. I don't think he's attempted a throw.
No, he has not yet. But Johnny makes a good point in the chat. He says, Bills fans, we need a corner. We trade for a corner. Also, Bills fans, that guy sucks. At least we didn't bring back. At least we didn't bring back Levi Wallace. Now that I would have been pissed about.
That would have been a Bills move. Again, I was okay with Levi Wallace if we did something else too. That just could not have been the only move. And luckily for us, we did end up getting a solid guy who will take Tre'Day's spot. And Tre'Davious White, again, a little bit of an overreaction. Tre'Davious White's out. Oh, all of a sudden this team can't hang. Tre'Davious White was not having a great year, and he hasn't been the same player since he had that first injury. So him having that second injury, I don't know if he's going to be able to play NFL ball again. I really hope he does, but it's going to be a long way back.
I really do hope so too, but going into the flux of that trade deadline, Bills were getting linked to Jalen Johnson a whole lot. So it does seem like they were willing to give him a contract. He's still going to be a free agent this year. So
that's true. That is true. And the thing with Jalen Johnson is you would have only had him 1 year, like you said, and you would have had to re-sign him. A guy like Russell Douglas is already under contract for $9 million next year. So he can kind of cover Tre'Davious White's injury next year too. So the trade ends up being pretty good in both scenarios for the Bills. And again, you can make more moves. There's a lot of time this coming off season for the Bills to make moves, and the salary cap, it exists, but again, you could just keep restructuring guys. You could keep finessing it. Von Miller sucks, 0 sacks, wash up. I'd hold on that take a little bit. He's been bad this year for sure, no doubt, but he has been beating guys on the edge. It's just he doesn't really. He's not seeking contact right now. He's going to the outside, trying to play it safe. I'd give him some time. When it comes to crunch time, he's going to have no choice but to go 100%, and that's when we'll really see if Von Miller still has some left in the tank. Gotta stop holding on to guys due to sentimental reasons. I agree with that too. I think
Phillips.
Yeah, I think Poyer and Hyde are nearing the end, unfortunately. Von, jury's still out, I agree. Ndamukong Suh to the Bills. I would, Ndamukong Suh player-wise is what the Bills need. A big body, definitely an accomplished D tackle, and he would open up a ton of space for Ed Oliver to, we saw with Daquan Jones, Ed Oliver needs someone else there to become a monster, and, Ndamukong Suh would help Ed Oliver out. That being said, Ndamukong Suh is not a Buffalo Bills guy. That guy is dirty. That guy has a long history of, dirty stuff, dirty plays. So I don't really know if he'd fit the culture here, but if he does go to Buffalo, and I am hearing rumors that They are really pushing to get a D tackle, and Ndamukong Suh may or may not be lined up for a physical. Don't want to put anything out there. But if that does take place, I wouldn't be mad with it. I'd just be a little confused. And that shows you how desperate they would be to get a guy like that who doesn't really fit the motto here.
Yeah. We are getting closer to the third period, folks. So stick around probably a minute or two to go until the third period begins here. I'm still in a commercial break with Zach LaVine, who, by the way, Miami Heat fans once again think that they're going to trade for another big star, and it's Zach LaVine time.
No one's more delusional than Miami Heat fans. I will say that. Miami fans in general, of course, having to deal with Dolphins fans year round who think Tua Tagovailoa is the best QB in the league. 100% accuracy. One of the greatest QBs.
Yeah. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's a true grade, Tua, of course. Of course, yeah.
I gotta give him credit though. He's definitely upped his game, and he's tough to beat. He is a tough to beat QB. He's not dumb, right? He makes the smart passes. He does everything he's asked.
Yeah.
He's not going out there like Mac Jones and just throwing the ball all over the place. Except,
Hey, he threw the ball all over the place against the Bills, and that somehow worked, huh?
Yep. And then, as we saw against the Dolphins, he threw the ball all over the place to the white and teal team, which did not work. Thank you, New England Patriots. But, we're getting back to the hockey game here. Players back on the ice. And, here we go. Inside the numbers, longest point streak by a defenseman, Dahlin, in Sabres history. Dahlin is tied for fourth with an 8-game point streak. So, obviously, Phil Housley on that list a couple times, as he always is. For Sabres.
Does Dahlin have a point here tonight? I don't know. I don't think he does.
I don't think so. Yeah, no. So
that streak is up for grabs. And, of course, in true typical Mac fashion, jeez, I can't speak, and still in a commercial break. So, lovely. I don't know if the period has started already or not.
Nope, we're circling around on the ice, getting warmed up.
Can we come back to the game, guys? How am I this far behind? I don't want to be far behind, Cal. Let's go here. Savoy looking great in the AHL. Excuse me. Oh, now we finally return. Lovely. Maybe just a visit. The guy is definitely extremely intelligent. Sue is in a Buffalo jersey would be fire. Yeah, it would be kind of weird though. Didn't he play for the Dolphins for a little bit?
I think, he's been all over the place, right? I don't know.
Yeah, but there's Gritty. Has the game period started up for you?
Yeah, we're in.
Lovely. Okay, I'm probably 10 seconds behind you then. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sabres.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
This is a tough one, too, because it's blacked out on TNT. So if I had the TNT feed, we'd probably be linked up, but I have to use MSG here in the local area.
Sabres only got a couple more minutes to go here as Dahlin throws this one into the zone, and that there goes that power play. Didn't even see any opportunities. It bounces in front of the net, though. Near opportunity there for the Buffalo Sabres, but Philly can send it back the other way. Delorier coming out of the box just banks this off the board. Sabres with Tuck circling around at center ice, drops it back for Dahlin, who again, or Power, who turns back, drops it again. I think Owen Power, his only pass is the drop back pass.
It's our tried and true for the power play. Skate in, drop pass, turn the puck over, repeat.
Repeat a bunch of times. Yes, it's great. It works though, doesn't it? It works. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
sure. Sabres in their own zone, just bouncing the puck around each other. I don't think the Flyers have really touched it yet. They come through the middle of the ice here. That looked like a guy was taken down. No call from the referees. Truth says he doesn't like Gritty. I'm surprised. I like Gritty. I think he's all right.
I don't know how to feel about that guy. I remember, wasn't there something last year that he punched a kid in the face or something?
Yeah, but that's Philly. That's typical Philly things.
That's interesting. But again, when judging a mascot, I'm not going to judge the guy in the mascot costume. That'd be kind of crazy. So.
Yeah, remember when Conor McGregor knocked that one mascot out? I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, was it I can't remember.
I think it was the Colts, actually. I think it was the Colts. Someone got knocked out. The mascot got knocked out. As we get back to the game here a little bit, Tyson Forster rode to the boards there. Sabres in their own zone. Now they can't get it out of the zone. second try.
Yeah, the Miami Heat.
It was the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yep. Here's Eric Johnson going through the center of the ice. Throws this one all the way around behind the net. Sanheim is there. Drops it back a little bit for York. York up along the near side boards and misses everybody, though. Sabres can come back a little bit with some speed. Jost on the far side, but it looks like he was offsides. So never mind. Never mind. Longest postseason droughts. You knew that one was going to come up.
Oh, boy. Yep. Every time they'll put up the graphic on National, which we had to deal with the Bills for a while, and here we go again.
That's what the Sabres. Hey, it's only 12, guys. Only 5 more years before you're once again the worst team in Buffalo for good. Still can't believe the Bills. 17 years. 17 years. It's weird looking back because we made the playoffs, 5-6 years in a row now?
Yeah, right. It's been a while, and 6 in the last 7 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. As another puck is almost tipped in there. Brian Boucher, though, between the glass, kind of throws this one up. And, they're showing the last, is this the last overtime goal the Sabres scored in the playoffs? Nope, it's the last game. Nope, it's when they lost in Game 5. Oh. Nice. Jonas Enroth, he got pulled for Ryan Miller. Yep, that's nice to see. I'm very happy about that.
Enroth.
Jonas Enroth, greatest backup ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Ooh, nice move by Dahlin off the offside faceoff win there. Try to step around the defenseman there. Couldn't do so. Lost control of the puck. Flyers coming back the other way, though, and they tip this one into the Sabres zone. Goes around the boards to the near side, and finally some speed and space for Thompson. Tage, he's got some room. He continues. He drops it back. Shot. Score! Owen Power!
Woo!
Love
no
that.
One man could have done that time. OP gets his first goal of the year. And he's been waiting on it, right? That overtime period. He hit the post a couple games ago, and now he gets his first goal. Owen Power's a streaky goal scorer, right? Last year we saw a couple games in a row. First goal this season, though, 7th of his NHL career. Good for him. He's been playing a lot better. The first couple of games, he was by far the second worst defenseman. But he's been looking good recently.
But wow, that's a perfect shot by Owen Power. Tage was leading the rush there, sent everybody backwards, and that's what you want from the Sabres. And that was what was working in that first period as the Flyers throw another shot in on Luukkonen. Why am I thinking of Olmark? I miss Linus Olmark. Oh, I miss him so bad. He would have been perfect on this team, but Greenway providing good.
Personally, I liked Linus Olmark a little bit better when he was on the Sabres. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, he was should have been on our top line probably. Linus Olmark. Yeah. Wishing the best for him, but yeah. No, it was not Greenway. It was Owen Power, his first goal of the year. Assists from Tage and Tuck. Thompson and Tuck. So that's a couple guys you want to see getting involved a little bit more in the offense here.
Yep.
But nice to see. Owen Power took him, 50, 60 games to get his first goal last year. Really was kind of struggling there offensively for a while. Still good. Yeah, but that was top bins. Top bins. Couldn't have asked for a better shot from Owen Power, and that's kind of a result that went a little bit against the grain here, because the Flyers have been the better team. Is there a penalty call?
Yeah, Samuelson, just a dumb decision there. Just whipped his stick up, turning, and it's going to get nailed for high sticking. Fortunately, a 2-minute penalty, but yeah, not a great one there. Just ended up loose stick.
Yeah,
and gotta have control of your stick.
Yeah, that's very sloppy there from him. Sabres, though, on the penalty kill have been solid this year, so we'll see if that trend continues on this Flyers opportunity.
Yeah.
Sabres really.
The Flyers' first power play, they had possession the entire first minute until a dumb penalty occurred.
Ooh.
When Eric Johnson tried to get that.
I don't know if you've probably seen that Couturier opportunity already. Slapper from Sanheim at the point. Goes down low to Couturier. Couturier from below the goal line feeds it up top for Sanheim. Fakes the slapper, sends it out wide. Sabres take control of it and will send this puck down the ice. Cousins now a fourth liner with Oposo and Gergensons.
Mm-hmm.
Strange.
They're shifting a lot here, and I don't know, what they're gonna do at practice tomorrow, if they do have a practice. It'll be interesting to see because they've been shifting all game, and there hasn't been that many power plays, so it's been a true shift.
That puck just goes out of play. Couturier trying to make something happen, and they'll get their second power play unit out here with 15:46 to go here in this first period, or this third period. 1:11 to go on this Philly power play here. They've had one of the worst power plays since the beginning of last year, actually. Mm-hmm. But it's Noah Cates leaning into this face-off. He gets tossed out. It looks like is it Forster leaning into this one now? Whoever 48 is. Yeah, that's Morgan Frost. Oh, my God.
Frost.
Might as well take a shot every time I forget Morgan Frost's name. But they win the face-off. It goes back to the point. The shot goes wide. They have control still in the corner there. Cates trying to wrestle it away from Rasmus Dahlin, but the Sabres take it back now and chip this puck down the ice. So the Sabres, they've had the 6th best penalty kill, surprisingly enough, in the NHL this year, which...
Yeah, definitely a big surprise because, again, would have expected that power play to be in the top 10, penalty kill to be in the bottom 10, but quite the opposite so far.
Yeah, it's opposite year as the Flyers try to impose themselves here in the offensive zone, but they're just playing really sloppy here at the moment. Power has the puck, he loses it, it goes to the back post. Tippett could get a shot off, controls it at the blue line, though, eventually drifts down to the board, sends it back up top. KM York shot on goal, deflects, but is saved by UPL. He just
Good glove save.
Very good glove save. He just saved a deflection, Cal. A deflection.
Good vision from the point. Wow. There you go.
In this economy? Oh, my God.
I mean, we'll take it.
Looks like around the NHL, the Flames have just scored. So they're up on the Stars 1-0.
Interesting.
It's another.
Yeah, not a lot of NHL games on tonight. I think there's just 3 or 4.
Yeah,
so.
It's just a couple. There's gonna be that Colorado game later after this one on TNT. But here, it looks like the Sabres actually killed off on their penalty.
Good kill for the Sabres there. Yeah, and penalty kill continues to do work.
There's Tage there. Sabres probably third in PK at the moment. Check the stats. Yeah, ESPN will update it, I'm sure, after the game is over. But last time I checked, they were 6th. 6th that I have this.
Yeah, they came into the game 6th best.
Yeah. Yeah, and the power play was 29th, so 4th worst.
And that probably decreased a little bit.
Probably. Sabres are, 0 for 2 now, even though they've had 2. They had the one shortened power play, but the stats probably not looking great. Sabres win the faceoff in the offensive zone. There's a quick shot blocked before it could get through to Urson. Philly can go the other way now. Tippett leading the rush. That's not Tippett. That's someone. It's not Frost, though, this time. It's not Frost. I hate that guy.
Frost.
Not Frost. It's not Morgan Frost, but they go into the corner anyways. Middlestat trying to squeeze that puck away from the forechecker there. Eventually does so. Spins around. Banks this one off the board. Skinner as well. Finds Peterka streaking through the neutral zone to the outside. Takes the shot and looks like it was deflected and out of play.
Yeah, again, that's tough because Peterka, like I said earlier in the open here, I'd like to see him move the puck more a little bit. Make a move there, do something. But then that kind of contradicts the whole notion that they got a backup goalie and get a shot at time. So I understand that there. But again, a guy with the skill set of Peterka should really be, maybe a little toe drag there. Maybe get something, get a little change of momentum because that just seemed like an easy streak. And unless you're trying to get a lucky bounce off the defender's stick in, it's not going to go in.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you're Peterka, It's funny. I think he's going to be the Olofsson right now because he has not a single assist. Never known as a really kind of playmaker type of guy. Definitely a shoot-first player. And as Truth says, it's your boy Dog also says, donate for a dance. I don't know. I got some
what kind of dance?
Gotta dance. Just dance. Gonna be okay. Do, just dance. Please don't copyright me. Copyright.
That sounded so much like the original. We might get copyrighted.
Jeez, do you think so? You think so?
that was the voice of an angel.
Yeah, but don't worry. the spirits of those in the past. The spirits of Buffalo sports legends are protecting this stream from a copyright strike. Spirit. Best time of the year to go get your Halloween costume. Do it. 800% off right now if you use our link in the description down below. Thank you, Spirit. Well, we got 20 people right now in the chat. Love to see.
Let's go.
Truth says, let's get this win, boys, with a bunch of dash marks. So, obviously, those were emojis, but I can't see.
Oh, yeah, it's a Buffalo, the swords, Buffalo, and swords. So, showing true spirit there. Let's get this win, of course. And then Johnny saying, Sabres power play has to be more creative. One-timers being forced.
Yeah.
They've been doing that since Eichel's been here, right? Forcing the one-timer. Then, instead of Eichel, it was Olofsson.
And then, not Olofsson, so now it's actually...
and it was Thompson.
Looks like before that Peterka shot actually rang off the crossbar.
Oh.
So it didn't deflect out of play. It hit the crossbar. So he nearly got that one. As the Sabres win this puck back to the point. Here's Dahlin, or that's Owen Power dancing on the blue line. Sends it back to Krebs. He takes a shot. Ersson didn't know where it was. It just skimmed the outside post there. Krebs again turns it over at the blue line. Gotta hope this doesn't turn into a breakaway. It absolutely will. Going the other way, 2-on-0. Across ice. Oh, and they flubbed their lines. Garner and Hathaway couldn't get a single shot off on the 2-on-0. That's ridiculous. Krebs just got
I think he did get the shot on. I think UPL made a save there.
Did he really make it? Didn't look like an initial play. We'll see a replay here, I'm sure.
Yeah, check the replay there. From my point of view, it looked like he did get a shot on. Good save from UPL, but maybe I am mistaken.
Oh, yeah. No, you're actually right. You are right.
Got it? Okay.
Garrett,
so that's a huge save there on a 2-on-0.
Yeah, UPL came across with the pad and made the stop. So, yeah, you're right. Very good stop there from UPL to keep this a one-goal game for the Sabres. They win the faceoff. They're going to go up ice a little bit, tip this one into the Flyer zone, make a line change or two. As Cam York... Again, going to start up this rush here. Drops it back. Gets a receiving pass again from Sanheim as he goes into the Sabres zone. Chips this one behind the net. Samuelson is there for the Sabres. Thompson as well, but he can't clear the zone. It's sent to the point, and that one-timer it goes right into the glove of Luukkonen. That's his 24th save of the night because they got 26 shots now. But yeah, looking at the 2-0 again, he certainly did make a good save there. But the pass going across was not the greatest.
Yeah, definitely not. And again, UPL with the lead here, probably got to hold on to any shot he gets in his glove, or any shot around him. Don't want to force any unnecessary errors. But if you're the Sabres here, again, we've seen how many times have we seen the Sabres play try not to lose, kind of tight defensive game. That's just not them, right? You can't do that. You gotta keep the forecheck going because the only way to lose this game is to try not to lose.
Yeah, the Sabres' only shot of this period was a goal. It was a goal, so I guess that conversion rate's pretty good. But the Sabres nearly cough it up from behind their own net. UPL is just kind of going out for a dance there. It spilled to the front, but nobody there for the Flyers to tap it home. Sabres clear the zone, get it down into the Flyer zone, but the Flyers can come back now a little bit. Close your eyes. It just hit him. He closed his eyes and it just hit him. Yeah, that's probably how it works. It's not actually UPL making the stop there. Isn't that the opposite, though? It's not. A lot of people say it's not UPL's fault, and then are we going to not give UPL any credit?
Yeah, now he starts doing good, and now it's the opposite. Yeah, horrible play by Krebs. Krebs is having a rough year, and I want to like Krebs so bad, but I know. Again, he's not producing anything. He's not making good passes. He's not getting in the scrums even. He's doing nothing, and it's tough to watch when you got a lot of guys coming up, but you still got a little time. Again, once Savoy gets healthy, that's when you really got to start making some decisions.
Yeah, thinking about some of these. Because the Sabres brass, I think it's this week, actually. Ooh, there's a one-timer there from Cam Atkinson that deflects out of play. But I think it's this week where his conditioning stint ends. So you really have to make a decision. Now, with the Zach Benson week-to-week injury, it seems that decision will be kicked down the can a little bit. But with Savoy, this is the week where you got to go, okay, are we going to send him back to a dysfunctional minors team, or we're going to keep him in Buffalo? And I would
That's unfortunate, too, with Savoy, is you can't put him in the AHL. This is it with the conditioning stint. Maybe long-term you say, hey, let's send Savoy and Benson down there to play together a little bit, right? Maybe they get some you keep them down there all year and they get some chemistry, and then next year you call them both up, have them on the same line, and they are just, completely on the same page.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing. And you call up a guy like Rusek or something who would probably be at the same level as a guy like Savoy who has zero NHL experience. At the same time, maybe you see a little bit more in Savoy's game than Rusek's, and you give him a shot. I don't know.
Black Savage asks, do you think the Sabres are going to win?
Right now, they're getting dogged right now, let's be honest. But they do have the lead. I'll say yes, but I don't know. I'm leaning yes, 55%.
Yeah. I don't know. The Sabres are just, I mean, they played a little bit better here in this third period, but I wouldn't say it's too convincing. That goal did kind of come against the grain. Flyers have been by far the better team here in this third period and the second period. But, hey, Sabres got a lead, and as play continues on here, going in deep into the Flyers zone, they're going to break out of it a little bit with Joel Farabee. I haven't mentioned his name since that opening shift fluke goal against UPL, and despite that, giving up those two kind of softies, I think UPL's played a fine game.
Yeah, for sure. That first goal, that handcuffs you. You're not expecting that. You can't blame them. The second goal, maybe a little bit, but that is tough. And keep in mind too, the Flyers have been solid this year. They've been pretty good.
As they come back again, that one-timer just missed the far corner there. They had a 3-on-2, and Forster looking up to the heavens. Holy heavens, because he thought he
about to break a stick over his head on that one.
Yeah, and that was the same sort of play we saw against Colorado on Sunday, where it was a 3-on-2, passes it back into the middle, and it was actually good. UPL made another stop on that one.
Yep.
I thought that one.
Speaking of breaking sticks, did you see the highlight from Sunday where Skinner tried to
in the penalty
break
box?
His stick?
They try to call him a penalty with 4 seconds left, and he's just hitting the glass, and you see the glass actually kind of scratch a little bit. That was
he's like slamming his stick, trying to break it. So funny.
We got an open play here, open point. There's a shot leaking from the defenseman. He missed the net, though. Sabres just get it out at this point. He goes down the ice. It's not going to be far enough for an icing, though. People in the chat liking Rusek.
Yeah, Rusek is solid.
Yeah. Disappointed. Apparently, he didn't have the greatest of training camps, though.
Yeah, no.
If the Sabres wins,
Poirot was the clear winner of the guys who had potential to get called up, so that is why he's here.
Yeah. People saying I would agree with this, that UPL is, if we win, it's because of UPL, and that's certainly right. He's been really...
The Sabres have 13 shots on goal. I mean, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, 13 shots against the Philadelphia Flyers. Good job. But hey, I guess a high conversion rate, right?
Yeah.
But a reminder that 7 of those shots came in the first period. So, yikes. Here's Tyson Jones.
Again, this is kind of like watching the Bills. I hate to say it, but it's just not the same team. Even if they come out on top today, this something functionally is wrong, and I don't know if it's them still playing a little hesitant, not wanting to give up, those defense or those odd man breaks, or if it's maybe just these new line combos. They still got to get used to playing with different guys, which is understandable, I guess. But
yeah, and
can't go on forever.
For the Sabres, how many of the 5 losses this year have been because we ran into a hot goalie? I mean, I think of that Montreal game. So maybe the Sabres need to learn how to win like this, where they're on the back foot a little bit, where your goalie's going to have to come up with some big saves. You're going to have to tighten defensively, sit back probably because the pressure's just in your face that much. Like, the Sabres are going to have to learn. There's going to be games like this, and hopefully they get the 2 points here. If they don't, then we'll be complaining about how they suck the entire night and that life sucks and everything. Byro's heard every other play. He's made of glass. I haven't seen him. He was just on the ice here on this last shift, and now it's Tage, Greenway, and it looks like Tuck as the Flyers roll in with speed. Another good stop from Luukkonen, making the save on Sanheim.
Sabres need to hit the treadmill, lack of conditioning. Yeah, there's a chance. I don't know though. Like people have complained about that. Like it seems like they're kind of slower this year, maybe a little less less trained. But the guys were in Buffalo earlier than expected, though. They wanted to be here. They wanted to have a good season this year. So I don't really know if it's the lack of effort. I think they're I think they might just be a little nervous. Again,
Yeah.
zero playoff experience on the team, so they don't really know what it's like going into a team that's supposed to make it. So I understand that. Blake, how you doing in the chat? How's it going? Welcome in.
Blake, yeah, hi. Charlie, what is your deal with Jordan Greenway? I think every single stream we've been on, you are criticizing Jordan Greenway. Why do you hate him so much?
Come on. I didn't like him last year at all, and I am a big fan of his now. I think the penalty kill alone, he is great on. Him with Thompson has been a great duo. And again, if you want to be a good team, Thompson cannot be your only offense like he was last year. So you do have to transition, which I think they are trying to do to get other guys involved. And it has worked. Skinner's doing great. Middlestat's doing great. And when the time comes, if you have a power play and you line up the Thompson one-timer, you got to do what you got to do. But it's going to be the same season as last year if you just force Thompson all the time. And like you saw in that power goal, Thompson pulls so many people away that you have to have other guys, ready to contribute. And that was a snipe by Power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if the Sabres lose, there was a certain clip that one of my buddies made of a compilation of me being sad on stream. There's a whole, I have to send it to you, Cal. It's so funny. Yeah. Someone put sad music over me saying pain and like being sad and exhausted. So if the Sabres lose, yeah. If they win, then, I mean, no one has ever given me clips of me being happy. I guess am I just never happy on stream, guys? Is that how it is?
It seems like all of our top videos are reactions of pain. And, we do have some success reactions. Reactions do good regardless, but definitely the pain ones. And yeah, I can't wait to in a couple of years, go back and see some of these streams.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, who knows what the future of this channel is going to hold. But looking back 10 years from now, I'm going to keep this up and look back and be like, that kid was stupid.
Yeah.
That kid was sad.
Look at this kid expecting a Buffalo team to win a game.
I mean, I don't expect the Sabres team to win right now. Shots are well in favor of Philly, 28-13 at the moment, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. As the Sabres also cannot clear. It goes to the far. Oh, my God. Henry Okiar, who just saved a goal. I don't know if you've seen that already, but he just saved one. And UPO on his ass. He just saved another one. Holy crap. Sabres on the back foot here. They really need to just get going. They are out of shape, out of breath. There's another.
I mean, the net's been wide open for the Flyers on a couple of these, and they just can't get the right shot going. But you can sense one coming here for Philly.
Sabres really need to swing the momentum back into their favor as Cousins goes into the offensive zone, finds Peterka. Oh, they had a man leaking down. It was Skinner from the point, right off the bench, too. They couldn't find him, though. Play remains in the far boards there before Morgan Frost. I remember his name this time. Hey, Frosty boy. I remember you. Frosty. He takes the puck away. And TNT just flashed a graphic up here. Third period shots in favor of Philly, 9-2. As another play goes in front of the net. Farabee that time trying to center Konechny. Sabres are in the Flyers rank. Yeah, we all need a Skinner goal right now. But there's another Flyers shot. Oh, it goes wide of the open net. UPL, I think he got another touch on that one. He's been fantastic here as the Sabres send this puck down the ice. Not far enough for an icing, though. So Zamula will have to do stuff with it. Sign UPO 8 years, $70 million. Yeah, I agree. You're right.
DiPietro 2.0.
DiPietro. What's the longest you can sign a guy now? Is it 8 or 9 years? I think it's 9.
I feel like 9.
Another icing that isn't given. The Philly fans not happy about that, but the Flyers turn it over. Here's a chance. Score! Nowhere! It's Tage. We don't deserve this game. We really don't.
This is the Flyers are the Sabres every loss, right? Just completely dominating play. Great job. Just the Flyers have had so many chances, and sure enough, the Sabres get another shot on net, and it's Tage Thompson right in front of the net to put that one in. But you got to feel bad for the Flyers in this one. They're trying, but hey, maybe this is what it's like to be one of those top teams, right?
Yeah.
You get dogged on all game, and you just execute your shots.
Yeah, but
now the Flyers need to push the pace, though. So I'd expect the goalie to come out if they don't score one, around the 3-minute mark, and it'll be interesting to see because I feel like every time the Sabres pull the goalie, they get no pressure. And every time a team pulls the goalie against the Sabres, it's almost always a goal or at least one or two high-quality chances. So we'll see what happens there. But safe 2-goal lead, can finally relax a little bit. Alex Tuch gets the assist.
Yeah. 2 goals on the last 3 shots here for the Buffalo Sabres as the Flyers, again, trying to work it around the Sabres zone. How long were you sitting on your ass waiting for me to see that goal? Like, it looked like...
just a little bit.
Yeah, I love that. You keep a good straight face, Cal, because
I'm trying.
Yeah, trying to keep it contained a little bit. And I'm surprised. My notifications on my phone haven't gone off. Usually I get spoilers. That's why I threw it across the room in the first period, because I saw the fair goal notification back up, and it's like 20 seconds before it happened.
Yeah.
But, yep, that Tage goal assisted only by Alex Tuch, so that's Alex Tuch's second assist of the game. I know Gergensen's found that puck in front of the net, couldn't get it to go on goal, though. UPL's been good. Here's Samuelson. Sabres trying to generate some pressure with this fourth line before Cousins loses the puck. Flyers can go the other way with Frost. Frost cross ice for Konechny. Long range wrister sent on goal. Rebound goes in front. Oh, what a stop by UPL. Robs him. He robbed him. UPL.
Big game from UPL. Wow.
Have a night, buddy. Holy, that's his 31st save of the night, and that one comes on Travis Konechny. Whoa.
The question becomes, who starts against the Flyers Friday? You got a back-to-back, so Levi will get one of the two. Do you go UPL again against the Flyers? Or do you give Levi, quote-unquote, the easier assignment and then have, coming back from that injury and then have UPL go against the Leafs? That is going to be a tough decision.
Hold on, guys. I have someone stealing my stuff in my room. I will be right back.
We have a typical college situation going on there. That is why your boy does not stay at a college. With that being said, though, 4-2 here late in the third period. Great game for the Buffalo Sabres. It would be a huge win, get back to 500, and get back in, I hate to talk about the playoffs, but get back into a playoff situation, get back in the hunt. But it is going to be tough there. 27 people in here right now. Thank you guys for joining. We're almost done with this one. 5.5 to go. Trade Levi. UPL is God on ice. Yeah, UPL's been good. Jedi Levi. Thompson, 16 minutes, saving him for the playoffs. Great coaching. It's been interesting, right? It really has been interesting. 16 minutes, time on ice. Yeah, it's not been great. Shots on goal. Let's see if I can... Not gonna pull it up there, but you got shots on goal total.
I did before I didn't.
33-14. Charlie says.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's interesting, but wow.
Yeah, and like I said, UPL playing.
Still a lot of time too. Still a lot of time. The Flyers could get a quick one here, and then they'd have plenty of time with the empty net. So you got to keep pushing the pace for the Sabres. Keep pushing the pace.
Yep, and there's, for you folks in the chat, there's the shots up onto the score bug right above my head here. Kale's right, 33-14 in favor of the Flyers. Tage Thompson, 16 minutes time on the ice. Yeah, Flyers, another offensive face-off here. They win it to the point. Cam York has control of it, looks cross-ice. Pass is picked off, though, by the Sabres, and they can come back the other way. Greenway getting a soft little floater there. Urson comes out to play with it. Can't get it out of the zone. Middlestat, and beautiful pass to find Skinner on the near side corner. Skinner, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Eventually, fortuitously, bounces below the goal line, but the Sabres can't get back to it. Flyers retake control here. And, yes, UPL over 900 for the save percentage. Don't worry, that third goal, you know what's coming. Coming.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
UPL, death taxes and UPL giving up at least 3 goals in a good game.
Yeah. It's bound to happen towards the end, at least one more.
Here come the Flyers again. Outside Couturier, his shot deflected off a stick and wide. Dahlin now from behind his own net. Beautiful spin move, but can't get out of the zone. Oh, they hit the bar, I think. From no angle, too. Sabres get it to the neutral zone. Flyers are pushing here with 4 minutes to go. Atkinson throws it in front of the net. How did they not score that one? It was tipped at the back post towards the net, but it just missed the far post. Samuelson now has the puck, has that rebound, flips it to the point, gets to the blue line, but not out. Flyers keep it in, but there is a pass that deflects off the skate of one of the Sabres players and out of play. Tippett looking back post that time, but he couldn't get it there. UPL, his game is better this year. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's good if he settles down a little bit, gains even more confidence. But he did play good in that Ottawa game, and yet he gave up 4 goals. Although not all of those were his fault. I fell into the trap. Not all his goals were his fault. But, looks like Sam Erson coming to the bench, so the Flyers are pulling the goalie here. Interesting decision with 3:52 to go in this third period. Empty net, though. Is that a little... Nope, I guess I don't have a sound anymore for the Flyers, for the empty nets. Thought I did.
Yeah, you got the Sabres trapped out here with a kind of a midget line. Boyer is out there, Krebs is out there, so good decision from Torts there.
Flyers lose the faceoff. Sabres clear it, but they can't get it to the empty net. Flyers again throw this puck into the zone. It's kept in along the boards, eventually taken away. Sabres bounce it along the glass. Can they get it out? Nope. Couturier holds it in on the blue line. Looks far post, and there's a quick shot on goal. Saved by UPL, and they swing this one towards the empty net. It goes wide of the mark. That'll be coming back for an icing. Everyone wants a Skinner goal in the chat. maybe a Skinner goal is coming. Maybe everyone knows something that I don't know. Cal, looking at you, buddy. Looking at you now. But, yep. Erson is out of the net. Flyers have that empty net right now, up to 35 shots. Rebound comes to the point. Flyers hold it in. Konechny one-timer. Stopped again by UPL. Sabres take control. They can go the other way. There's an empty net. All alone.
Byro!
Yes, sir. Brandon Byro. My man. Woo!
2 of them. Wow. Hold him again.
We want the hats. Throw the hats in a second. We're going to get Brandon Byro. That's third goal. But Byro, let's go. Makes it 5.
Back to a serious point. The Sabres have to be very careful here because this is where the Flyers, like I was talking about earlier, get into goon mode, right? Piss the Sabres off because you play them right again on Friday. Maybe, get physical, injure a guy. So be careful if you're the Sabres. Don't do anything dumb.
Yeah, for real. Cal's absolutely right there. Do not do anything dumb. Although it would be nice to have an even more jam-packed, action-filled game on Friday where the Sabres will be playing the Goat Heads. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should come back. But, yeah, there's that penalty that everyone was talking about. High stick there. Jordan Greenway got high-sticked in the offensive zone. Sabres will be going back to the power play here. 15 shots on goal, 5 goals for Buffalo. It's just
Tyler, thank you for joining. See you later. Allendale says, let's go. Yeah, Truth says power play.
Oh, guys, this power play, who was sponsored, who was brought to you by?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't even have to say it. Spirit. This power play brought to you by Spirit, folks. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. That way, Spirit gives us $1 for every 10 that they make for costumes post-Halloween. Yeah.
I think it's just 5-on-5, so I don't know if there's any...
They're not going to call the high stick?
I don't know if they gave out... Somebody's in the box, though, so it looks like it might just be a duo, offsetting.
Allendale says he liked the video. I appreciate that.
Let's go.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, before you guys head out here, before this game ends, hit the like button. It really helps out quite a bit. 28 people in here, only 18 likes, so hit the like button.
Yes, absolutely. Kel's right. But Peyton Krebs, his first point of the season on that second Brandon Byro goal. So Peyton Krebs, finally, no more goose eggs for him. Assists coming from Krebs and Middlestat. So give Middlestat yet another tally here on the season. As the Sabres have a 3-goal lead now with only 2 minutes to go here and change. As the Flyers
pull him again.
Are they really pulling him again?
No. I wish.
Can you imagine Byro gets another one? Please give Brock.
He may or may not be on the ice right now. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. John Tortorella kind of shaking his head on the bench. They were definitely by far the better team here tonight. Sabres,
Yeah,
UPL played his ass off. There's no way to put it.
100%.
No other way to put it. He really just played his ass off. I'm very happy for him because this is 2 games now where he's looked really, really good as Cal looks down in shame. I don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, you jinxed a certain player. That's all.
Oh no! Did he give up the third?
No, not exactly.
Oh, but we got a stoppage in play here. I didn't quite see what happened.
Your boy Krebs got a penalty. Okay,
his
clear
second
as
penalty
day.
of the night. Despite getting that assist, maybe he gets scratched on Friday?
Dude, there's a chance. He has just been rough.
Hallandale says we're underrated. No, I think you are underrated for being here tonight.
Facts,
no one's given you enough love for you guys. Allendale, Truth, Tyler is also here now. Real Deal Prime has been here. I saw Blake earlier. There's been a lot of people in here tonight talking away in the chat. So, looks like the Flyers going to pull their goalie again here on the power play with a minute and a half to go here. We shall see in the moment, but they come up the ice, set themselves up. There's another shot saved once again by UPL. Flyers holding it in here at the point. Oh, it goes to the back post. How is it not 3?
UPL loses a stick during that
sequence. He lost a stick. Flyers keep control of it now. 1:15 to go here in the third period. 1 minute and 20. So no matter what happens here, Flyers, who gives a crap? Sabres probably should win this game with a minute to go here. There's another quick shot right into the glove of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. But yeah, that's... Again, his glove has looked really sharp, and that was his weak side last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're right. The Flyers have just they've pulled their goalie here, so we get some. I'm just gonna put it up 5 on. Wow. Well, it's not 5 on 3. It's 6 on 4 hockey here for the next minute. Let's get Byro on the ice out.
Byro. No spoilers in the chat if it happens. Oh, he's out there.
Is he out there? Oh my goodness. Sabres.
Hang on. I see only 5 guys for the Flyers though, unless I'm
looks like something. Because TNT just showed 6 guys on the ice. Now it's only 5 people.
Yeah.
There's another quick shot on goal. Stopped there by UPL. He's now someone's in the chat. 37-39. That's save percentage. Tick up. Keep letting it tick up here. Let's juice up his trade value, folks. Juice it up. Because eventually maybe if he keeps playing like this, then Sabres don't have to trade him. Maybe it's the Levi UPL show in goaltending, which I thought was always an intriguing tandem.
I mean, if any goalie that we have wants to play like this, you can be our goalie. I don't care what your name is, right? Like we just need a guy.
Yeah, and again, UPL has played phenomenal here tonight. He should absolutely get the first star of the game. As he goes out wide, high shot there. Saved by UPL again. That's his 40th save of the night as Samuelson sent the puck down the ice. 25 seconds to go. Looks like the Sabres will hold on for 2 points. I think I don't need a spoiler for that one.
Yeah, great game from UPL. The Sabres, despite having a low number of shots, tally 5 goals and add a +3 to their plus-minus, which now that we are a potential playoff team, I actually care about plus-minus, so I will be mentioning that quite a bit this year. But the guys are now celebrating with UPL, and just a great game overall from him. Owen Power getting his first goal. Byro getting 2.
Brandon Byro, man. Someone told me I heard that he's going to score 50 this year. I heard it.
I'm not ruling it out. I am not ruling it out.
He's on pace for how many goals is he on pace for this year? I think he's on pace for 100 and let's see how many games are left. There's 72 games, 2 times 72. He is on pace for 144 goals this year. So Brandon Byro, Art Ross candidate, folks. You heard it here first, okay? Brandon mother effing Byro for the heart, for the Art Ross, for the Lady Bing, you name it. But yeah,
I'm not disagreeing. I am not disagreeing. Big game for Byro. And yeah, it looks like this next game's coming down to the wire here. Still a little bit of time left, but
We'll,
Currently losing.
we
But
can.
yeah, it was great joining as always. Next stream, if you want to announce it, I see already on the schedule.
Yep,
You got your next stream.
Yep, I will be doing the Bills Bengals. Could be the game of the season on Sunday night. So if you all want to watch me suffer a little bit more, I will be doing
Yep.
that. Cal, what's your
I
status?
will be. I'll be on for halftime, I believe.
Okay.
For right now, that might change, but should be good to go for halftime. I don't know if I'll be able to either for the first half. So yeah, I should be home for halftime though. So halftime sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Hop on for my 15-minute segment. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. But thank you guys for joining so much tonight. Tonight was a good game. Sabres are back to 500. Got the Flyers again next. Let's get over that number.
Absolutely. But folks, before you leave, of course, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It was another good stream, as Cal said. But yep, thank you so much. We'll see you Sunday night. Bills and Bengals. That's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah. All right.